jealousy. Yeah. Now this is time. We need education, more than bullets and bombs. Now this is time. We need to care for the young and old, more than silver and gold. Now this is time. We have to wake up and change the world. As a result of 2,000 years of hypocrisy, ego-driven leaders in pursuit of property, power and wealth and fame, oppressing and murdering, killing all in God's name. Iniquity spread across the nation. Humanity is into separation. In the midst of a darkest hour, we rise to reclaim our power. In this time, we love and unity, more than hate and jealousy. Yeah. In this time, we need education, more than bullets and bombs. We say we not give up, not give up, not give up. Oh no, we not give it, not give it, not give up. Mission using dirty politicians, brainwash education, war on religion, racial division, food with no nutrition. Hey, this is the Babylon system. Their intention to use all their wicked invention, all the propaganda promoting consumerism, and silent distraction, only misdirection to break high connection. But if you want come from me, make you know say what I want. This is how I get you ready for the Armageddon. I'm in for the revolution, power, love and compassion. Cause if we go at them with weapons, then they have more guns. Go at them with money, then they have more funds. With unification, then time soon done. We owe to our daughters and sons in a decent time. Love and unity, more than hate and jealousy. Yeah. Now this is time. We need education, more than bullets and bombs. Now this is time. We need to care for the young and old, more than silver and gold. Now this is time. We have to wake up and change the world. Now this is time. We need love and unity, more than hate and jealousy. Yeah. Now this is time. We need education, more than bullets and bombs. In this time, we need to care for the young and old, more than silver and gold. In this time, we have to wake up and change the world.
This is a jack. Wagon free zone. This is a jack wagon free zone. Boom. Boom. It's a jack wagon free zone. This is a jack wagon free zone. Boom. Yo, welcome to the ripple effect. OGs listen while they finish this set. Star band, get that pimple in check. Everything got dribbled and wet. People died a miserable death in the mud like a fish in the net. History ain't even correct. Free your mind from the prison they set. We're trying to get your vision correct. It's a jack wagon free zone. This is a jack wagon free zone. Boom. Boom. Bricks melt past 1080 degrees Celsius on the show with the guy they call Steve. And it's cool like the wind in the breeze. Earth melted and all the mud freeze. Ate you up like a kick in the knees. Glass streams, we hit in the trees. God bless you like when we sneeze. What's the difference between a pyramid and a conical roof? Just listen to Jen if you want to know truth. Stick around and she'll show you some proof. And everything you learn, just shout from the roof. My name is Ray, and it's me in the booth. It's a jack wagon free zone. This is a jack wagon free zone. Boom. Boom. It's another component that was on the grid system. Big brother ain't so big now, more like my kid's sister. If you ever want to show a picture, Jen, I'll sit with you. Don't make her taser happy. That taser's happy. I used to spend the days cutting class, puffing haze in my grades and crapping. In the back of the class, Ray was napping. It's a Jack Wagon free zone. This is a Jack Wagon free zone. Boom.
I'm on the next level, yeah, I know you heard about it.
Motherfucker.
You know I'm bout it, and don't you ever doubt it. I'm incomparable, that's why they staring though. Turn up the stereo, check it out, check it out, check it out. I'm hot just like a sauna, New York to California. Too hot, too hot. You ain't seen nothing like this, nobody do it like this. I'm on the next level, next level, on the next level. They all tryna catch up to my next level, next level, on the next level. Check it out, check it out, check it out. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la.
Motherfucker.
You like that old school, back in the music, that shit is old news. I'm popping through the ceiling, that's my motto, that's my motto. I lead, they follow. I'm hot just like a sauna, New York to California. Too hot, too hot. You ain't seen nothing like this, nobody do it like this.
Motherfucker.
I'm on the next level, next level, on the next level. They all tryna catch up to my next level, next level, on the next level. Check it out, check it out, check it out.
I love bringing you in first.
Hi, Jen.
All right. At least you're not muted.
No, you unmuted me, so I guess.
Yeah. I think that's the best way to go from now on.
Hi, Jen. Hi, everyone in the chat.
Welcome to the show, guys. We are back. And we are doing this show kind of like last minute because yesterday Shapu showed me some mind-blowing evidence. And this is crazy hardcore scientific evidence that you are going to want to take note of and share everywhere. Anybody has any doubt about any of this stuff? We're going to explain this to you tonight and break it down. Shapu has made a major discovery. And Shapu, the show is all yours tonight. All credit goes to you. And you're going to lay it out for us and take us through step by step how you want to break this down. Before we do that, though, I want to say hi to the chat real quick because I saw everybody piling in here. I was trying to highlight everybody's comment, but I couldn't do it. Let's see if we can. Steve Fenneran's in the house. Jason Starr is here. Crystal Pyramid, The Melted Truth. That's her channel. She's here. What's up, girl? We got Patty Melt in the house. What's up, Patty? I made you a moderator. Deborah the Red Brick Chick is here. I think you're already a mod, right, Deb? Hold on. Where are you on here? It's weird. I don't see your comment now on my phone. Anyway, if you're not a mod, I'll make you a mod soon. We got Shapu here in the chat. Natalie's here. What's up, Natalie? Doug is in the house. And I want to thank everybody for their donations. I appreciate it all. It's very helpful. And it's also going to be helping me with my trip out to visit Ceiling Fan Man. I'm leaving September 10th, and I'll be out there till the 17th. And we're going to have a lot of fun. I'm going to do a lot of boots on the ground stuff and get a lot of really good footage. I just got a new camera and everything to take all the footage with and everything. I got plenty of storage room and all that good stuff. We got Just JP here. Tahawk, I hope I said that right. Tahawk is here. What's up? What's up? Waters Above is in the house. Steffi Davis is here. I know DJ's probably listening. If you're not chatting, DJ, what's up? We got Aurora here with us. And I think that might be everybody. If I skipped anybody, I apologize, but it looks like I might have got everybody. All right. So, Shapu, why don't you start us off with what's going on here and how you came upon this? Just kind of fell in your lap.
Exactly. I was like searching for something else, but with links and you stumble upon something really interesting and you start looking into it, and it's really compelling. But parts of what I'm gonna show I already showed in the previous show. Like how the pseudomorph, it's called, how the crystal, the test that they did in microscopic form, with crystals and different materials that we find everywhere on the ground, because everything comes from there. Everything has carbon, silica. Silica is quartz crystal, if you don't know. Carbon, silica, and other pieces like metals just mixed into the ground. That's how they make bricks. That's how rocks are formed. That's how crystals are formed. And
I hate to interrupt you, but if anybody notices, there's a lot of lightning in the background. Shapu is about to get hit with a major fucking thunderstorm. Last night he did get no sleep, and it's just been. It's almost like they don't want you to hear this information. This is how amazing and profound what we got for you tonight. Shapu did an amazing job researching this stuff, and it is really going to be a huge piece to the puzzle as far as proof and evidence goes. And now he's about to get taken out by a massive thunderstorm that's hitting his area right now as we speak. So if he drops out at all, that's probably the reason why, because you can see it just flashing in the background there. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I wondered if you heard like the thunder, but I don't think it's loud enough, so it's okay.
Yeah, not yet.
Yeah. Well, what we can start with, let's start with this thing that we talked about in a previous show already.
I'm going to need you to speak up just a little bit louder too, if you can.
Oh, sorry, because my mic, it's further. And like I said, I didn't have much sleep last night, but
I think you're being spiritually attacked is what I think's going on.
Yeah, I had like always something in my mind. I couldn't like fall asleep. You know what? This is what I showed, like it's called pseudomorph, and it's called it's like testings from crystal that they tried to what is it called again, like do test with crystal under microscope to see how it changed to something else, and with heat and pressure. So I'll just read you what pseudomorph is from minerals. It's always minerals because it's from the ground.
And it does say in the Bible that God melted the elements with fervent heat. The elements. These are the elements, guys.
Yeah. So a pseudomorph in the minerals, it's a compound that appears like atypical, like crystal system, just resulting from a substitution process at which the appearance and dimension remain constant, but the original minerals is replaced by another, you know. So you can have like the same thing. It looks exactly the same outside, but inside it's a different substance. That's maybe how geode like forms, you know. Looks
Right.
like a rock, but inside it's all crystal.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then there's more like substitution. This is what we call, what we see like in the
They
bricks.
call that metamorphic rock. Is that what that is?
Yeah, it could be parts of it, because metamorphic rocks is just a mix of all of these. But this is just it's pseudomorph. You know, it's not about the rocks. It's more about like the crystalline structures. You know, not the total.
Right.
There's no mention of like rocks in there, just crystal structures.
I got you. We're on a microscopic level.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
this is what controls everything. You know,
Right.
it's the crystalline structures and everything.
And no, I have not heard that the earthquakes increased around Mount St. Helens, and that is one of the places we're planning on seeing. So hopefully, I don't get swallowed up by an earthquake, a melted building. I'm going either way. I don't care. We're going.
Yeah. So in this substitution or infiltration, because it can be like a part or the total, the pseudomorph is one mineral or another material is replaced by another, and we see that a lot in what we showed you, from bricks to rocks and everything. So you see like the original shape of the mineral remains unchanged, but the color, hardness, and other properties change, you know, replacing the mineral. And here, this is really something that they just added, because they replace like the wood by silica, but here they thought it's only minerals that are affected, you know, but wood is not a mineral, as I know. But maybe what is in the bark of the wood, like crystal sand or parts of it, could be affected and make it change, because I will show you later that only a small particle can become something else and change the whole structure of a rock or something else, you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is
So-
some science right here.
Yeah, because people are not like us. We can see it just from watching like pictures, and can see like the change of thing. It's not normal, and some people don't see it. So maybe they need like more
Evidence. You
evidence,
know.
but more not schooling, but things from. Oh man, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're okay. I know you didn't get much sleep. But, you know, we have to delve into this and get onto the molecular structure, because that's what's changing first throughout the whole thing, with the heat and the pressure.
Because the smaller the crystalline, this is the first that will be affected, even if it's inside of something else.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's smaller grain, and I will mention it later. But you can see like the variation of infiltration. It's called. Is it? No, this is not what I just wanted to bring up what it is.
Review it, yes.
Here, there's paramorph. It's all they all have these names for probably the same thing, but this is the mineral that change on the molecular level only. You know, not totally, but just this is called it changed all the structure inside. Again, like I said in the beginning, the mineral looks identical to the original, but the inside is changed, you know, to something else. Then there's the epimorph. This is what really interesting, because here we call it in Meltology rock curtain, but here in the incrustation pseudomorph is called epimorph, because it's a process which a mineral is coated by another, you know, and in case the mineral dissolves and sometimes the minerals encased remains intact and retain the shape of the original, like we see if we break a rock that looks and inside is a brick.
Yes.
This has been coated by this type
Yeah.
of thing.
Keros knocks off a lot of that coating stuff.
Yes, and they say alternatively, another mineral may fill the space that this one was, so it can change totally to something new, and this is how
Like how we see the mortar change to crystal quartz.
exactly that's how you get all your crystal formations.
Exactly.
And they talk about how they use this in other fields like paleontology, biology, philosophy, and archaeology. Pseudomorph, accumulate on surface of metals and change like the metal. But this is just the introduction of pseudomorph, because the most interesting is the polymorphs. They call it polymorph in science because there's pseudomorph and polymorph. Again, just different structure, those of the same thing that we have simplified all these scientifically thing to our own not explanation, but what we saw in the
Description
picture.
of what we're seeing. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's on a larger scale.
Yes.
They're talking about microscopic scale, what's happening, and we're seeing it happen on the larger scale with the X Factor event.
Yeah. And this polymorph is described the existence of solid material in more than one form, always in crystalline structure. And this is how crystals are made and everything, again. And they use it to do everything. Like when I don't know if you ever looked at the show Forge and Fire, they do like weapons and stuff. Sometimes they have like powder metal, and then you melt that. It's all crystallized metal, and then you melt it to become one solid state.
This reminds me of monatomic gold.
Yes, exactly. But it's in reverse. The modern atomic gold, it's in reverse form. You want the small particle instead of the big one. Yes.
Yeah.
So
again,
they
through heat and pressure too.
Exactly. And you will see that this is the way to do it, because not now they just talked about how this phenomenon was discovered in the 1800s again,
Of course.
So they just looked at crystallized formation under microscope and applied like acid, applied heat, applied different type of structures, and to change to see it how it changed. And now they have tried it with crystal from the caffeine and other stuff, but that's not what we're into here. I'll go into this other stuff, polymorphs and metals. And here they say the condition, the ambient condition, you have the perfect form, but if it change, you will have a different kind of form just by changing the air.
Changing the air, yeah.
The heat just changed 1.1 degrees, and you have something different.
Do you remember when we were talking about how we'll see a wall and part of the wall will have melted brick in it and another part won't? Maybe it was like that heat wave. When you see the wave of heat down on your street and the street's all wavy, like that's the reason it's wavy is because the heat is at different levels of temperature and it's like rising and cooling and rising and cooling, and it's like a wave, because that's why you're seeing it. So that could go through the wall as it's melting, and that's what's happened, that temperature, that little bit of coolness in that one spot over the heat.
Yes. These and here they talk about the minerals that most of them do this polymorphism. That calcite, calcium. This is what we call mortar here. And the most famous example is the carbon, the graphite, because carbon is graphite, and the diamond. Diamond is carbon too. So from the carbon, this is like the grain of it, it can become a diamond with heat and pressure. And this is, and the black, no, they talk about this black salt, Jen. Maybe this is what you see, like
coming down the sides of the walls.
gentle heating of the slurry becomes the black stuff, and then converts to red form, like bricks. This is how they made bricks. Probably this is the scientific explanation of bricks when you eat it, and that's why it become red, because this stuff, the carbon, the calcite, all this stuff inside.
Crystal Pyramid is asking, could this apply to glaciers that look like melted buildings?
Well, probably. I don't know.
It's usually under heat that this is happening. That would be the opposite, being like under freezing condition of some sort. But I don't know. I'm not sure. I think that the freezing came after the X Factor event.
Yeah, but I think maybe she's saying that these are like crystalline structure. I don't know what kind of snow these are made of, but
Right.
Maybe they have like a crystalline structure in them, not to be melting or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
Just
hard to say on that one.
Yeah, I've never touched one, so I don't know.
I find the blue ice really interesting because I think the firmament is made of some kind of blue ice.
Yeah. Yes.
That's why the sky's blue.
Yeah. So I'll just go down, because this how they use it in pharmaceutical stuff, making the crystals. What else was it in there? So this is the most common form that these things take when eaten, these polymorphs, hexagonal. And remember that, because it will all come. I will
Full
show
circle,
you.
yes. So a hexagonal is the most common form that these crystals take when they're changing, when they're polymorphing, right?
Yes.
So we got to keep that in mind, guys, for what he's going to bring up here in a little bit.
What was the?
Because we're going to take this from a microscopic level to a macroscopic level, where we're looking at the melted buildings.
Yes. So this is the theory in terms of thermodynamics. We all know that what thermo, it's heat, energy, everything. Mm-hmm. There's two types of polymorphic behavior. There's the monotropic, there's something. And there's various polymorph against temperature. Do not cross before all polymorphs melt. There's the cross line. There's a line before something melt and something that doesn't. And this can be applied. And when they say it's beyond and not through the melting point, but below the melting point, it's
just below it.
Yeah, you cannot just irreversible, because the crystal structure has changed. But if you go beyond the melting point, you can bring it back. This is what they found. But in the studies, they found that, like I said, only a gust of wind or a change of temperature can change the crystal totally to a different point. So this is,
who knows what's involved in this X Factor event. There could have been extreme wind, extreme heat, water, all kinds of things going on.
Yes. And they see that they tried to convert the two polymorphs, one to another, just by heating and cooling and physical contact with the lower energy polymorph. This is what you call, when you stack bricks, this is what it does. Maybe the brick that is beside it has a lower energy polymorph, and it doesn't get affected as much as the other one,
Mm-hmm.
So this is another thing that to read and to study even more, because
temperature dictates the state of matter.
Yes, because I have another page I've downloaded from a real, not just Wikipedia, just fast information, but a real scientific study. It's about 30 pages. I didn't go through it all. It's just too much theory and everything. But in big, this is what is going on. And this one again, really interesting, again with the polymorph, but these are called disappearing polymorphs. Yes, because they're not disappear, but it's because they're not there. They are changed to something else.
Exactly.
Like we see in the bricks.
And the mortar was there, the brick was there, and now we could see it's turned to rock, or what they call quartz crystal now, or rose quartz crystal, which I think is more mortar mixed in with and less carbon-14, where you have that pinkish look, and they call it rose quartz crystal.
Yeah, exactly. And this phenomena, disappearing polymorph, or they call it perverse polymorph, describe this phenomena as seemingly stable crystalline structure is suddenly unable to be produced because it has changed into another different crystal structure that wasn't there before, This is what they found out during and sometimes the transformation is extremely hard and impractical to reverse because, like it said, it became something totally different, and even something like monatomic gold. It's the best. What's what they call them?
Yeah, because you can't make monatomic gold go back to a solid.
No, because it's the purest form. That's how they. Sometimes the polymorph became so pure that you cannot change it anymore. It's set in there, and this is how you get your diamonds and your crystals. Every type of crystal, you cannot change it to something else because it has set to this stable. Yeah, this is what this stable form.
Mm-hmm.
And the hypothesis of this is only contact with a single microscopic seed crystal of the new polymorph can be enough to start a chain reaction, causing the transformation of a much larger mass. Only a microscopic in one brick or something can change the brick totally.
Yep.
Leading to the impression that the original polymorph has disappeared. It's not disappeared, but it changed to another.
And this is how you could go in your backyard and people say, how can this rock in my backyard have been a brick? Well, we're explaining it to you right fucking now.
Yeah, exactly. And these now they talk about in pharmaceutical and computers. But that's not what we're talking about here. Again, they use drugs. And I think that was it for this. Yeah. These polymorph just changing to the original polymorph.
Deb says trans bricks. I love it.
Exactly.
I think I'm going to do a tranny-thon on Rockfin and just go to town, have you guys type in who you want me to transvestigate, and maybe go at it for a few hours or maybe 3 or 4 hours and just hammer away at all that. Because I have so much to say about Mr. T that I've been holding in. And I can't say any of it here on YouTube. I know a lot of people don't like Rockfin. I'm not really in the Rockfin that much. The chats, whatever and stuff. But I think, it would be a good time. It really would. And I could get out a lot of stuff that I've been compiling on people. Politicians, actors, actresses, singers, all of them, even your local newscasters, Good Morning America, all of it. I'm going to expose all these motherfuckers. Anyway, go ahead.
No, this is what this is the thing that I showed previously on a show. Just just wanted to go back and look at it again. So for some people that didn't see it, or it's not it's always good to look at it a couple times to to really get it, because maybe
Absolutely. Because we have new people here that haven't gone back and watched our old stuff. You know what I mean? So we have to review like this and bring people up to speed so they know what we're talking about.
yeah. So the new thing that I found like a couple days ago, where should I go? I'll start with where I found it and how I found it, because I was looking for something and I stumbled upon this link. This is called the Echo Horizon. They call this a coincidental catastrophe, but I didn't. This is not what I want to talk about, but it was interesting that they talk about that this Echo Horizon, is trying to comprehend the dramatic rise and fall in the temperatures during the 14th century. So something happened in the 14th century that is not really talked about. But here they talk about the Great Plague that really coincides with what they have found. Like, I don't know where they get these temperatures marking, but what they have found, that they coincide with the Great Plague, that when the 30 or 60% of Europe population died off.
Right. And they're blaming it on a plague, but it seems to be it had something to do with this temperature differential happening throughout the 14th century. Extreme temperature differentials.
Yes, that's what they call it.
So they'll just say, "Oh, a plague." Everybody died off. I'm not going to tell you that there was some kind of X factor event that may have took place back then.
Yeah. Now they go into these plagues and pandemics. The Echo Horizon. The pandemic started. And there were comets. They talk about the comets going there. So I don't know what caused this heat, but we knew that something happened back then that nobody could explain.
Exactly.
And it goes all about these deaths, about these plagues everywhere, but that's poorly explained away. They eat. They say, oh, probably this
comet
made the eat.
Blame it on the comet.
Yes. And then, but that's not the thing that brought me here. The thing that brought me here was this place.
Oh my God, Shapu, look at this.
Yes, I will show like better pictures later, but this is an aqueduct. Melted.
It's melted as fuck aqueduct.
And then I saw this sintering is the process of compacting and forming a solid mass of material by heat and pressure without melting it to the point of liquefaction. So,
boom, baby!
This was interesting.
The heat was melting it, and then the heat got taken away, and it's still holding its form. It didn't melt away into a pool of nothingness. It's still there, and you can still make it out. This is fucking Meltology right here, baby.
Yes, exactly. And it's called sin, Jen. This is probably what caused the thing, but
sin. Yeah. And sin is that people did not adhere to God's judgment. So we, like Shapu says, if you're not living in the right headspace and in the right heart space, and we're not treating each other right and all this stuff, this X factor comes. People call it God's judgment, because if you're living in a sinful way, you're going to get hit hard by the X factor. If we were living right and righteous, this X factor comes. God's judgment may not be so bad. There'll be more areas of survival than not, because I think there's a cyclical nature to God's judgment, the X factor event. I think it has to do with the torus field of our plane and how the plane is set up and works. I think it's kind of like a breathing in and out. And we, as lings of the earth, we're earthlings, lings of the earth. We're connected to the earth. Our energy is important here. We're co-creators. We could create disaster or a beautiful heaven on earth. It seems like when we're all in the bad headspace, we're creating this disaster. You see what I'm saying, Shapu? This is all his idea on this, and then I agree 100%.
Yes. And look, they talk about the readers who discovered this Lucas aqueduct. they don't want to talk about it. It's just too hot to handle. And her advice to seek from
See,
the
they don't even want to talk
nearest.
about it because it's too hot to handle, because they have to explain where this heat came from.
Exactly.
And if that's melted and Sodom and Gomorrah is fucking melted and ashed out, what the fuck's everything else around us?
Yeah.
Boom, baby.
So now we're going to see what is this sintering is. So I went to the link of the sintering. Is it big enough?
Yes.
Break it a little bit.
Good.
So
This is
what
good.
they call sintering or frittage is the process of compacting and forming a solid mass of material by heat and pressure without the melting point of liquefaction. This is what we get. And like I said, with metal, ceramic, and plastic, this is the same type of thing that they use to form these metals, and the ceramics, And you can see like a small drawing of what it is. Like this is what it's used, and from the heat, it become infused into a bulk, like we see in all of these castles and everything.
Yes, with the huge blocks and the polygonal walls and stuff.
Yes, I'll get to that.
Yes, I'm sorry.
No,
So excited.
They talk about the atoms fusing and creating one solid piece, because this is what it is. And
Mary, yes, Mary, I will definitely put out a lot of notices if I do the rock fin thing. You don't want to miss it. I hear you, girl.
And here, Jen, this is where I found, like, look, clinker module. Clinker module produced by sintering.
Nice.
Yes. So the clinker bricks, I don't know if they know what clinker is, but here the clinker is like in microscopic form. And
That's incredible.
Yes. So the general
Right,
sintering.
Dana. Good research, Shapu, Dana says.
Oh,
He
thank
is
you.
on point, guys, and you ain't even seen anything yet. This is just the tip of the iceberg. The tip of the melted fucking building is what it is.
I know I've seen like.
What's up, Tatarian Meltdown? You may have to rewind a little, but you came in at a good time. You catch up a little bit. We're schooling everybody right now on polymorphs and different heat differentials and pressure on a microscopic scale.
And there's a lot of interesting thing in here that can relate to what we already covered, but we had the explanation because we saw it, but now we have the explanation because people made it in the lab,
Mm-hmm.
and something that
they can reproduce the X factor event in the lab, just like we can melt a brick. They're reproducing this stuff on a microscopic level.
Yes.
See, they have to explain what melted that bridge, that aqueduct. They can't do it. And that the fact that it looks like that, and they even left it standing, I can't even believe it, And you got to show us more. You have other pictures of that aqueduct, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because they're really good. We got to show those.
Okay.
They even said it's too hot to touch. They don't even want to go near it. It's like it's like Puma Punku. No, we don't want to talk about that. Because you can't. Because fucking geologists and fucking archaeologists are going to smash right into each other. Knock each other out.
So plastics in the ring, that's not what we want. Liquid phase, that's not what we want. And then you got this, we always talk about the current and electricity.
Yeah, because Tesla was using polyphase current stuff at the fair. It was called polyphase.
And this is electric current assisted sintering.
Yep.
So they use electricity to create this sintering that we call like melting of the bricks. Mm-hmm. So they use electricity, like we always say that's how it happened.
Yeah, because if the motherboard fried, it was an electrical current. The heat's coming up from the bottom, guys. It was like a plasma discharge of some sort.
Yeah. So this guy happened use direct current in a vacuum, and this guy as electricity with pressure to make some other type of thing. And this guy tried with another like big heat and with the conductivity passing through it. You know, they tried a lot of things. This one with the other capacitors, with alternating currents, tried it different thing, and it's always resulted the same thing.
This spark plasma thing looks interesting.
Yes, that's what I was
some of
getting.
the arcing that we see, where the thing's melting from the top and the bottom, but we get that middle centerpiece that's a pocket of survival. You know.
Yes. Another of the technologies most well known is resistance sintering. It's called hot pressing, and spark plasma sintering.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the plasma, we always talk about this plasma event or something, and it does this with because this spark plasma create pressure and an electric field at the same time. You know,
And it's going to have heat no matter what, because this is an electric sparking thing. It's heat like 5,000 degrees kind of heat instant.
Exactly. And even only pressure creates heat because you have pressure. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And now they talk about they use all these currents and plasma. But that's
Meltology 101, guys. Y'all in school right now. You better be taking notes.
Yeah, because we always talk about these things, but we never like explain it. But this explains everything. And they have even microwave sintering.
So they seem to be giving us the answers, but they're giving us the answers on a microscopic scale, and we have to take it and scale it up. Is what we're doing.
Yes, because this is the only way we can have enough heat and enough electricity to change it. It's only in the microscopic level, because it would be too much in a big level, bigger,
right.
Like, because
maybe that's what they're doing with CERN or something.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know.
Smashing particles together, if that's what they're really doing, but I don't know.
So this is where it gets interesting with the densification, vitrification, and grain growth. This is
boom, baby. Let's do it.
The grain growth.
You had me at vitrification.
Yes. So this sintering process that they use is to control both the densification and grain growth, and I'll get to the grain growth after this, because it's really interesting, and it explains a lot of things too. So depending on the increased grain size, there's many properties that could affect everything, like the density, the smaller the grain size. Because the smaller the grain size, it's like I said before, it will be the first one to get excited by these high temperatures,
Yep.
And then this grain growth can naturally occur during sintering, and the process, they have to control this process of grain growth. Jen, when you talked about these the new bricks, when they add something into the bricks, like a powder or something, but I found out that this powder is to prevent this grain growth.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because otherwise it will make probably like clinker bricks, or turn into a rock if you don't put this. But that's why maybe they say that they have like better bricks with certain kind of soil that they get, but probably in this soil they have this kind of powder already in the soil. They just don't know. And this is the densification of the capillary pressure. Capillary just means on top of the structure.
Mm-hmm.
So you can have only the densification of the contour of it, like we say a rock curtain, or something that just made like a cover, not a cover, but a layer on top of something.
Right. Right. Yeah. And we see that a lot,
Yes.
especially in Petra. You could see the thin layer left there of the exterior molding. The rest of it's gone, but just you can see a thin layer. Like if you just poke through it, you can see the brick underneath of it.
Yes. And with this capillary pressure, that the pressure that's on top, this is on top, like when you stack bricks, this is capillary pressure because all the bricks press on top of each other.
Yeah.
This is what it is.
Is that what we're seeing when they smush down on top of each other and they get compacted, like with the brick layers?
Exactly. Look, this particle undergo grain growth and grain changes occurs. Shrinkage will result when the liquid slips between the particles and increase pressure at points of contact, making the material move away from the contact area, forcing particle centers to draw near each other. So what it's saying in here is that the pressure from the other bricks can make it squish and slips. And sometimes we see it like a brick will slip between others.
Yep,
And
we sure do.
And this is what he's saying here, but in the microscopic level. And this liquid phase, because it's not really liquid, but it's because it's melting, involve a fine-grained solid.
You're right, Deb. They don't have to use as much heat with these smaller particles. They're not using the temperatures that we would be thinking on the macro scale that we're talking about. This is microscopic. Good point. I'm glad you brought that out.
And here they say that to create these needed capillary pressures proportional to the diameter of the thing and the liquid concentration, because everything has like moisture in it. This is they because they use words that they will call the liquid, and it's just moisture. Moisture is just liquid, So to create this capillary pressure, this have to have all of this, like they have to be like this liquid.
Well, too, is that, I mean, the buildings, when they're melting, they had water in them.
Yes, too. And if there's no water or anything, the process is ceased, because it's stopped right away once there's no more.
So we have so many different factors happening during this X Factor event. That's why we see so many different types of material around the plane now.
Yes.
And these different levels of heat damage and everything like that. It's just so fascinating, Chippo.
Just depending on the moisture in the air and everything can change.
And what could have been moisture was in the building when it was melting even, and all this stuff. Yeah.
Exactly. And probably, Jen, because the bottom part are always more mangled because they have the more moisture there, because just like when you go into your basement, there's more moisture down there than on the surface,
Yeah, Dana, I always thought too, like I was saying about this arcing thing or something. We always say the heat came from the bottom, but in a lot of locations we see melting at the top and the bottom, and with sections in the middle and various locations that are pockets of survival. And I think this is the explanation we were looking for that.
Yeah. And here they say like the vitrification rate depends on the pore size, like the porousness of the material. So probably the more porous will be more viscosity, because there's more like moisture created in these pores. So this is what they say, that the pressure dependence densification control the process, because at higher temperatures the viscosity decrease, they say, but increase the liquid content. So it's create the same thing even at high temperature, and therefore when change the composition and processing are made, it will affect the vitrification process. That's why we can see some that are vitrified and some that are not. It's just depends on the tension and the composition of the material already there.
Yeah, and I think that there are a lot of pockets of survival within the mountains themselves, and we're going to get to that here in the show a little bit later. When you're like looking at Hawaii or looking at, say, Mount Shasta or the Swiss Alps or whatever, you just see jagged mountains. But I think that within those mountains are the pockets of survival. You can't see them anymore on the outside, but they're in there because the melt, it didn't get to the very center parts or the very innards of the building, but the outside and the other stuff all melted, and it looks like just jagged mountains now.
Yeah.
I heard back in the day when I used to do research about Mount Shasta that there was a whole city inside Mount Shasta.
Yes, I heard that too. But we know we'll see that mostly all of these mountains have something. Now we call it mines, but they probably were rooms and chambers and an old building,
Yeah, with things in them, artifacts, gold, silver. Yes, we get gold and silver mines under churches and abbeys and stuff.
Yes.
It's because they're going down there and getting out the stuff that's in there that melted and utilizing and refurbishing the rooms that are down there. You're calling them cisterns and all this other stuff and mines, which they're not. They're just, it's the building.
Yes. And now they talk about the grain growth. This is the grain boundary. And look, I'll show you. See, like, this is a microscopic.
Well, that looks very familiar, doesn't it?
Yes.
That looks like all the janky walls we see everywhere, all the property line walls and stuff. John Levy's been showing that. It looks like the megalithic polygonal walls you see in Teotihuacan and all this other place.
Yes. And I will show you like a diagram of it changing into it. It's just crazy. So this is what they call grain growth. It's not they're just going to have the same orientation of lattice, giving the atom. Okay. They shift position, yes. But what I want to read is the energy that is to the stable state, which is the specimen. This grain growth can be, this is what I want to talk about. The grain growth can be like a normal or abnormal grain growth, Normal grain growth is characterized by uniform growth, just like we see in the Peruvian structures, all really good and like this, like Jen showed, like this,
like tightly fitted polygonal walls and stuff. Yeah.
This is what they call normal grain growth, and there's this abnormal grain growth that I will talk about it, and this is what we call balloon rocks. When exactly, because you will see that this abnormal grain growth will make something grow bigger than all of the others, and this is what we call
balloon rocking. Yep.
Yes.
And we see it all over these ancient sites and these megalithic structures and stuff as well, guys.
Yes, I will probably look. I'll show you right there an example of. I think I'll go to the. No, not yet. Sorry.
Take your time. It's all good.
So they go into these numbers, these equations, just to explain what it is. The equilibrium, I think I've covered. The reducing grain growth, no. The sintering of catalysts, that's what's caused this sintering, They will say like it decrease the surface, change the surface structure. The porousness of the thing can make it different. The pores may collapse due to sintering, like we see in the structures, they collapse and they fall over. Mm-hmm. They lost the surface to bind, and this is like,
and they slide. Yeah,
this is irreversible. But they say that the smallest catalyst, this is the smallest particles, like I said, have the highest possible relative surface to the I reaction to temperature, because this is the smaller the particle, the greater the reaction they will have.
Right.
So they increase the reactivity of the catalyst, yes. However, these factor also the circumstances under which sintering occurs. Like specific material may also increase the rate of sintering, depending of what soil you add to make like what you want the material. Maybe like we showed, like different results.
Yeah, like exterior moldings and stuff like that. Different types of outer moldings and cement moldings and different things like that are going to have a different reaction to it, shape out differently when it's heated and stuff, when it's green growing.
Yeah, that's why maybe when one brick can turn and the other one right beside it is not, because probably has more in it, these type of materials that increase the rate. But on the other hand, there is other materials that the sintering can be reduced, so that's why maybe like these rare earth metals that probably have in certain bricks, they have been shown to reduce this effect. So we have things that may increase and some that may reduce the effect. So we have all these different transitional phase.
Exactly. In some places we see that, like in Pompeii, there's in one wall, you can see 3 different transitions going on.
Yes. And then they go about what is, and these improvements are generally in the form of these stable materials such as silica. This is all the quartz crystal, the carbon. We all know what carbon is. And the alumina, this is like all the light metals that you can find on top of the soil, not deep, but on the top soils. So all these 3 can have an effect on everything. And all these 3, you can find it everywhere,
That's right.
Everything is made about with these 3 elements. Bricks, stones, everything. And here, this is the most interesting thing, is the grain growth. I was talking about the grain growth increases the size of grain in crystallized form again to a material at high temperatures. This is occurs recovery and recrystallization of a grain boundary. The behavior of the grain is analogous to the coarsening of the grain. Like I said, the tighter the grain or the lesser tight grain will change the effect of the growth. And now they talk about how they use this grain growth to create new stuff. Like now the rule of the grain growth, they have look again, use it under the microscope. Such the factors are the temperature, the composition, the lack of crystal in it, the limited development, the physics. This is not that. The grain growth occurs by the movement of grain boundaries. Okay, like water droplets. If just water drops into this effect, it can change the grain growth. The grain growth can be changed, or the order of the grain growth can be changed.
Yeah, and there's definitely water involved in different places in this X factor.
Yes, that's why we can see like different size of these stones in the Peruvian ruins, like small ones and big ones, but they all are in order, still in order. And the movement, this is the movement and discontinuous of the direction and motion may change suddenly during the abnormal grain growth. So just the gust of wind can change the growth and can make it abnormal. This is what they're saying. And one grain growth may grow into another grain while being consumed from the other side. And we see that a lot in these bricks becoming to stone, because you can see that one part of it's going into the stone, and while the other part of it's still a brick. And this is what they're saying here. And the rate of consumption often increases when the grain is nearly consumed, you see. if the brick is almost changed, it will probably become like a different thing completely, because the more it becomes to the change, the more sorry, the more change it gets, the more the faster it will change to another form. And this is, yes, this is interesting too, because they say a curved boundary like arches and thing typically migrates toward its center of curvature. So that's probably why we see like
The arches.
we see like arches that are filled, you know, because
Right.
yes, because it will not touch the curved boundary, but it will migrate to the center, and to the center and going from it.
Wow.
Yes.
This is good stuff.
And the driving force, this is how it's the crystal structures is affected by the energy and the heat, depending on the grain size and everything I've already covered. So look, you can look at this, but I'll read the general theory of grain growth. Grain growth behavior include normal, abnormal, and stagnant behavior.
Wow, you're looking at a polygonal wall being formed here, guys.
So you can see here, this is the what is it called again? The where was it? The normal grain growth. This is what they call the normal grain growth. All equal parts, like really consistent. You can see that it becomes from small particles to just like we see these polygonal walls. But this is what they call a normal grain growth. And this is another version of it, because it becomes, look, from one smaller particle, it can become
It balloons out to that. Yeah. Can you imagine one brick ballooning out into the other brick and in the other brick and becoming one big piece?
Yes. So this is what they call the grain growth. One small particle of grain can become really, really, really big. And now this is the abnormal grain growth, and you can see that all of this, it's normal, 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 and then something happened that there's the abnormal grain growth. And
oh, look at that. How many times have we seen a brick wall with a big balloon rock in the middle of it?
yes, and that's why I wanted to bring up this thing. You can see that these bricks are really, really well made, because there's not more these grain growth. But you can see there's one here, there's another one here, and there's like these
I see
balloon rocks. Yes, there. Yes.
That's some boom baby stuff right there.
You can see that these bricks were really have probably the substance that did not affect them really well, but you can see that some of them have been affected.
Yep. Look
and
at
changed
that.
to another.
This is helping us give a better language to Meltology, guys, to explain this stuff better, to better understand on a molecular structure what's happening here with this heat and pressure during the X factor of it.
Yes, because we have explained it in a simplified form, just but looks like people.
They're talking about the macro, and we're showing them they're showing them the micro. We're bringing it to the macro level.
Yes. So you can see like this grain growth. Imagine if this all bricks, and then there's this that changed completely structure, like I said in the beginning, with the pseudomorph and the polymorphism.
Yep.
So
absolutely amazing.
Yes, and there's our factor that hindering this growth, and this is what I was talking. There's additional factors that prevent the boundary movements of the Zinner's tining. I don't even know what this is. They say it's depend on the low and the angle of the grain. So there's so many different things that can change the the growing and the changing of the.
And this is why we see so many different levels of heat damage in one location. Even say you got a bridge, and I've seen this many times, like bridges made of brick, but half of it'll be like this balloon rock, and then it goes back into brick again, and then the balloon rock.
Yes. And they have,
right, Steph, this is next level.
yes, and then they have found like this grain size may be restricted to much lower value, because they have found that this grain growth can be prevented if they add something to the material. And this is what is it here? Yes, it's called a dopants and doping agent that they will add to the material to alter the original electrical or optical properties. The amount of dopant necessary cause to change the typically very low. You don't need much in it, but if you get it, it will change like the electrical effect on the material with this thing. This is what they probably put in bricks now today.
Right.
Yes.
So if there was another X Factor event, those bricks probably wouldn't react that way.
Yes, probably. So these dopants are often used to inhibit grain growth, so not to change into rocks.
Right.
This is
interesting.
Yes, but this is all in microscopic level again. But we see it as above, so below. So
right.
We see it in the macro.
And it says, as above, so below, as within, so without.
Yes.
And we're going within these bricks to a molecular level, guys.
Yes, exactly. So this was all the theory for tonight, guys. There's no more theories. So I hope you like these theories. And it's all from Wikipedia, but they all backed from real scientific studies. You can go see all of this. I don't know if I can.
But they're never going to give it to you on a macro level and explain what all this stuff is and that fucking melted aqueduct and everything. Do you have pictures of the melted aqueduct? We can go into some of those. Yes. So we don't get too far off before we get to that.
Yes. I've put it in here. It's called the Lucas Aqueduct in Turkey.
So you guys can look that up. It's the Lucas Aqueduct in Turkey if you want to look it up.
Even if you make searches, Jen, you won't. They hide it. I've searched it for 1 hour and I have only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 23 pictures.
So they're hiding it.
Yes.
I got you.
But you will find a lot of pictures of the structures that melted around it, but not this one.
Interesting.
Yeah, but you can clearly see that they have not built it like this.
Exactly.
It's all melted to shit.
It's melted as fuck.
And I have
meltified.
You see the inside of it, all bricks.
Thank you, Dana. Shapu is my official co-host. We made it official last stream. Yeah. He's been my co-host for 8 months now, but it's official.
Yeah.
Our first show was back in January on Rockfin with Steve. And we talked about some stuff.
Yes.
Was Mark there too? He was, wasn't he? Yeah. So we talked about some stuff that stream can't go on to YouTube, but yeah, it's on Rockfin, our very first stream.
Again, I have put mine on YouTube and it's still there.
So. Oh, really? It is?
Yes, but I have cut one part of it that we talk about this stuff. So maybe
I'll have to download it from your site and then put it up on my channel. So
yes.
Very first one.
Yes.
All right. So you're going to get that picture up, right?
Which one?
The bridge, the melted bridge, the aqueduct.
This is it.
I don't have the screen share yet.
What? Oh, I've been showing all of this
Oh yeah, I haven't seen nothing yet. I'm sorry. There's
Sorry,
nothing.
guys.
Steve's doing his thing. He's got a lot of stuff going on right now. He's just kind of, dealing with life, and when he's able to, he'll come back. But right now, he's doing Steve, and that's okay. I love him. He's great. He's doing good.
Yes, I'm Steve. I really like the guy.
Yeah.
So you see it?
Yes.
Okay. I was talking about it and I didn't show. So
It's okay. So look at this, guys. Wow.
You can see it.
And you can see how it ballooned out, and then it started to go liquid and drip.
It's ballooning here and dripping inside. Like I just said, the arch is not totally rounded, but inside it's going into the middle.
Uh-huh.
It wants to reach the middle part,
And look at the second one in there, the center one. It's just all wow.
Yes.
It's muffed up.
And if it would be longer, this arches would be filled up.
That would be covered too. Yeah, we've seen spots like that are filled in.
Yes. Some are bricked in by people, but some are really filled it for the.
Yeah, if it looked like this, they would fill it in with brick because they don't want you to see the melt.
Yes, probably. Yeah, and you can see like the bottom part; it's all bricks inside.
Look at that, guys. Just look at it. And they admit that this is an aqueduct. This is not some natural formation. They admit it here.
Yes.
They don't talk about it. They don't show it much. Tom Petty knows they got this thing. They don't talk about it. Somehow they get around it. It's right here. That's a really good picture.
The same one. You can see like melted stuff around it. And now they still use it to bring water, I guess.
Even though it's melted and muffed up, they're still fucking using it in some way.
Yes.
Wow. Look
Again,
at it. It's dripping.
That these pictures are not the greatest quality either. It's really hard to find the pictures of this aqueduct.
Is there, maybe we can find somebody who's done boots on the ground, kind of hiking around it or something kind of personal.
I've looked at probably 4 or 5 videos of people going in this area. They don't go there. They go into, like I said, the melted structure that's on top of the hill right here, because there's a big giant city there.
Oh, wow.
Yes. This is the bottom part.
Look at that.
It's all liquefied.
Yeah, you could see what you were just showing, that the polymorph. Yeah, polymorph, all right there.
Yes. And here, the inside of it.
Oh, look at that, guys. Look at the brick. Look at it, it's melted.
Yeah, you can see all still
You'll see the brick layers under it. Boom, baby.
It's getting covered, but what they call, what we call rock curtain, but they have like a scientific name for it.
Look at this. Oh, is this what the melted city?
No, this is the other part of the aqueduct. Look, there's.
Oh my God!
The
look at
part
this.
is still there. Yeah.
Look at the drippiness in them arches up there.
Yes, I wish it was better picture, but
wow,
just amazing.
Absolutely incredible. I don't know how people can't see what we've been showing this whole time. I just don't know how you can't see it. And if you can see it, you have to ask yourself, what the hell kind of heat caused this? And when did it happen? Because this bridge is probably historically, I don't know the narrative on it, but they could say it's an ancient Roman aqueduct or whatever, but this is X Factor stuff.
Yes, they say it's an ancient Roman aqueduct.
Look at that drip on that first arch. Look at it hanging down. Yeah, right there. Look at that. It's solidified mid-melt.
Yes, because it wasn't totally liquid.
Exactly. If it went longer, it would have mushed down even more. You may only have low arches, or it could have just melted down into a blob. But it didn't. It's solidified.
Because this is probably from this melting,
Exactly.
This blob there that has no reason to be there.
And this structure is probably pretty sound because it's all fused together. It's all solidified together. It's one big giant piece now.
Yes. What we call the mountain.
Mm-hmm. Look at that. Oh my gosh. This is just so good. It looks like something from Sodom and Gomorrah, you know?
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
It's amazing stuff. Let's see this one again. Under this.
Just wow.
Look how it melted in the middle and right in the center.
Yeah. Just like that thing said, it would go to the center.
Yes. It start from the center of the rounded part and going into the center of the old.
This is amazing stuff right here.
Yes.
Guys, if you can, share this out everywhere you can, because, you know, this is 101 Meltology right here.
Yes. You can see like the dripping running down this rounded formation.
That is amazing.
And you can still see all the bricks. Just amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The same picture without the tags, but the quality isn't that great. But
after we're done with these pictures here, we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll get into the other stuff.
I don't know if this one is still part. They say it's the same area, but look at this part here.
Look at that. Look at that transition, guys.
It's melting here. It's
That's
probably
extreme heat damage right there, but not extreme enough to get it drippy looking like that other one. Wow.
Yeah, probably.
And like I said, these kind of sites, the more muffed up it is, the more ancient they say it is.
Yes.
They're not ancient. They're the same. This is no older than, you know, anything else that's around us. Like if you go to Old Town Philly or Naples, Italy.
Yeah. And here you can see like getting coral, like porous.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Porous. And this ballooning expansion of the structure.
Yep.
And probably being squished out, like they say.
That's right.
This is a good. Oh yeah, I've got a good one. You can really zoom in. Nice.
Just wow, unbelievable.
Yeah.
And we see this type of effect all over in Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan, other parts of Turkey and stuff, where it just looks like they say they're mud brick ziggurats, but. You know, no, it's just melted brick is what it is.
Yes, it looks exactly like this. And they say that it's the rain erosion, you know.
Right.
Yeah, the rain has just eroded the top part of it because it became loose with the melting, you know. That's what it did. I'm not saying that erosion is not something, but it's not what they say.
Exactly. Not to be the reason for all this other stuff, though. The extreme. They'll be like, oh, extreme weathering did this. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is just one part because I don't know where is the rest of it, you know.
But look, go back, go slide it over. There you go. Look at the drippiness under that arch there. Yeah. See it coming down. Yep.
Yes.
And that big blob behind it is just all melted out, whatever that was.
Yeah. So
that's liquefied.
Yes. So maybe all of this around it, it's all melted and liquefied.
And that's just what's left. This could be the top of something here.
Yeah. So it could be like the top part of another one that goes down.
Right.
You know, like the one I showed you. Where is it? Like this.
Right, exactly.
We only see this part. But
yes.
Maybe there's all of this, or maybe it's melted too. We don't know because
it's in the melt.
Yes. an amazing evidence of melting.
Especially after reading all that you read and seeing this stuff, you know, where you see regular brick and then you see this janky, weird rock, and then you see more brick, and this explains what's going on here.
Yes, yes.
Look at how drippy that is underneath those arches. It's just crazy. Wow.
It wants to fill it up.
Yep.
So, because it's the material, it's not only dripping, it's expanding and changing and growing.
Yep. Do you ever put butter in a frying pan, a stick of butter, and you watch the bottom of it bubble out and expand out as the butter's pressing down on itself and getting closer to the frying pan? This is what we're seeing happen here.
Yes. Yes. Did you like my video I made with all of these, like ice cream and then butter?
Oh, yes. Yes. I love
chocolate,
it.
and sugar all together, showing how they melt.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I like.
Yeah, it's a good one.
So these are the pictures from the aqueduct, but I'll show you like the region. Couple picture of the region that they say it is, because I found like many nice places that are melted.
Guys, if you want to help support Chaput, his PayPal link is in the description box below this live stream. All donations are greatly appreciated. And if you're interested in a Meltology 101 t-shirt, the details for that are also in the description below this video, this live stream.
Yeah. Thanks, Jim.
No problem. You deserve it. Look at that. You can see go back to that. I'm sorry. Are you able to go back to that one you were just on?
I don't even know which
Don't
one.
worry about it. You can still see the
this one.
lines.
Yes.
You were able to see the brick lines in that thing, but look at all those arches there and stuff. That kind of reminds me of what we saw in Arizona.
Yes.
Caveats.
Yes. This.
Look
yes.
at that, guys. That was all building. It's all melted down and away from itself. Wow. Unbelievable.
But this is the.
Chaput.
What?
Look at those things on top of it. Those little round things up there.
Yeah, you'll see. This is the region where the aqueduct is.
Uh-huh.
So everybody goes up there, but they don't go to the aqueduct. But see that.
And that's like a castle wall up there.
Yes, this is a castle.
And boy, guys, I wonder what's inside this blob here.
Like this is this part here. You can see like here.
Oh, yeah. Okay. This is what we're going to next, that back part. Okay. Look, this whole thing was a building, dude. Look at this. That ain't no tree stump. Okay. I'm sorry. It's just not. That's a building.
Yeah, maybe this is the aqueduct down there. I don't know.
Look at this, guys. Oh, my gosh. Chaput, how do you find this stuff? You just amaze me every show.
I don't know. I don't know, Jen. I just fall into it.
Look at the arch. Go back. Look at the arch goes right into the melt right there. Look at that. Wow.
Yes.
Look
Yes.
at that, guys. That's incredible right there.
You can clearly see changing in structure.
Yep.
And this
Changed all that lower part because the heat's coming up from the bottom. Yeah, you got that one popping out. That ain't no fucking clinker brick, okay? They didn't throw that ballooned out fucking brick in there in the arch for fashion, and it's the latest thing to do on your arches, okay?
Nope. Because I'm just trying. This is the bottom part of this. Is it the same place? Because I have like.
Holy crap.
Yeah, this is what they
What
say.
is this?
This is the Appian way, I guess.
Is this what they say it used to look like?
No, this is not the same place. This is just a picture of aqueducts that I found. I found it really interesting.
That is crazy looking.
But it looks like the Appian way. I don't know if you know about it. And you've probably seen a lot of pictures of this and you didn't know, probably.
It kind of reminds me of the Crowley columns, too.
Oh, good. Yes, good. But this is just a representation of what they think it was because they have no idea at all.
Right. I got you. Look at that melted
That's
cheese
just
right there.
another one. It's not
Oh
the
my
same
gosh,
thing.
guys, come on. Come
Well,
on. Even you can even see spots where the bricks were and they're not anymore. And then you can see where the brick turned to slate. And then you can see where it's turned to other stuff. I mean, there was so much different stuff going on throughout this whole thing. And it all involved extreme heat and pressure.
yeah. Yeah.
This is not a clinker brick bridge fucking aqueduct, all right?
Nope. No, this is just in eaves, you know, same
Look at
type of
this.
things.
It's running down itself, it looks like. It looks like what we would see in a cave. There's stalagmite and stalactite columns and stuff. Look at this, guys. And look at the A-frame right there. Yeah, up top. That's a triangle looking thing there. Yeah, look at this. Guys,
Yeah.
wow, this is incredible.
Same type of melt.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they call stalactite, stalagmite. This is just, I'm trying to find like more pictures of the region. I know I have some, but they all mixed up with like, this is the place.
Oh, look at that. That was a huge building.
Yes.
That was a huge building. That's right, babe. The mountains are the buildings.
Yes. And this place, it's called Anazarbus in Turkey. Again, look at this melting arch.
Wow. There's a place here in America, I think it's in Utah, called Arches National Park.
Yes.
All melted arches.
Yeah, I think this is it.
Yeah, this is it right here.
But you can see like just
That
what like,
looks just like the bridge that we just looked at. Yeah. Wow. Just more proof, guys. Just more proof. Look at this. Sedimentary layers? I don't think so.
it just didn't melt. Yeah.
They're brick layers all day long.
Yeah. And probably like these bricks were not this one. Look, it's pretty mangled, but it's still intact. So you know the structure of the bricks was different, but look at these stone blocking.
Yep. Wow, this is just incredible. And here you can see where the brick isn't in the spot anymore too. There's spots where the brick has melted out and it just left a void there.
Yes.
These little pockets. Yeah, you see this in Vesuvius in a lot of locations.
Exactly.
That's a telltale sign that something had brick there. Look at this, guys. And it's layer upon layer of brick. You can see it.
You can see that layers of it just fell down and melted probably.
Wow.
The bottom parts.
These are all fused together. They looks like they might have put some cement in there to shore it up.
Yeah, it looks like it, but you know, you can see that there's some here, but we don't know for sure because
Right.
it really looks wider than all the other stuff, you know. But it's near a city, so they probably did it to protect the people, not for them to crumble or, you know. These are just pictures from other places, you know. You can see like here, there's still like something left, but this probably
Melted away.
Yeah, this probably was the same thing as this there, but now it's all gone.
That's right.
It's turned into this stuff, you know.
And there, yeah, you can see it in the balloon rock.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you can see all the differences.
Like I said, they'll just say this is an ancient bridge, but it's not ancient. It's just muffed up from the X Factor event, and it's good enough that they could still use it.
Yes. Other arches, probably old aqueduct or buildings. I'm still trying to search like for the region.
Yes, Dana, sedimentary layers is an oxymoron. Highly controlled narrative. You got that right. It's called geology. And you pay a lot of money for that narrative if you go to college for geology. It's over $30,000.
You can see that this is an arch part of the same aqueduct again, but this one is still like intact,
Wow. Yeah.
because you can see that this castle that I just showed you,
Uh-huh.
look how it's melted in the rock.
That was all building, guys.
This just another, I don't know where it is.
That's why they say they find all these tunnels and stuff and within all this melt, and they say they're mines or shelters or something.
Yeah. We're gonna show you like some old world and drawings.
Guys, you're going to be blown away when we get into the second half of this. We're going to take a break here in a little bit, but wow, you're going to be blown away.
This one's
Look at that.
crumbly, ballooning,
Yep,
changing.
that same pattern as you showed on the microscopic level.
Yes. But I'm just trying to find. I think I thought they were closer, but I think they're. But these pictures are good too.
Yes, Dana. They started teaching geology in the mid 1800s, along with his story. That's when they started teaching history to people as well.
This one is pretty good. You can see all the transitions. Look at the bricks, still there intact, but now it's all stones,
Yep,
rocks, and melt. You know.
You can see the way the melt was chewing up the wall, and it stopped, and there was a heat differential there.
Yes.
The above stuff got muffed up, but it didn't get chewed up like the bottom.
Yeah. It's all depend on the heat, the pressure, the composition of the stone, the bricks. I should say. So many factors changing everything. You know, we cannot like comprehend it all.
It's a multifaceted X factor event. Zoom in on those really bright mortar lines down there at the bottom. See that? Now, I've seen that in a cave. Well, they say it's a mine, right? But it was the raw part of the mine, and it had those white lines running through the gray rock.
Yes.
And no, the mortar lines closer to the water. Those ones, yeah. And they look just like that, except there are more straight lines than you can see the breaks where the bricks are and stuff. And I saw that in a mine where they say it was just raw rock.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, there's mortar lines right there.
Yeah, it's like this, and you can clearly see how the side melted into this stuff.
Absolutely. Wow.
And again, change the color. Like I said in the beginning, it became black.
And all the mortar's gone. Most of the mortar's completely gone.
Yes, no more mortar because it was the smallest particles.
That's crazy.
Yes.
How it fuses together and holds. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just another. You can see inside the mountain.
Wow, it goes down. Yep. Because the mountain is the building.
Oh, the same picture again.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, I don't know where this is yet.
That was definitely a building for sure.
Yeah, look at this melt job. I don't know what happened here. Did they put like cement? Because I've seen stuff in my area that looks like that.
Like they
But
poured
now-
something over it to cover it up.
Yes, they say it's to prevent the rock fallings, you know, because probably not to protect this stuff. But in my area, it started to fall off anyway. This protecting, and you can see underneath, it's all like bricks and stuff.
Yeah, not only geology, I agree with you. It's all of it. All the stuff that we're being taught about all of this stuff, even the elements and everything, they're giving it to us in such a way that we see it only in the way they want us to see it.
Yes.
Look at this, guys. They want you to think that is some kind of natural fucking structure that took millions of years to form. Okay? That's a fucking building. All day long, that was a building.
Yeah.
Yeah, geologists would say nothing to see here, just some red sandstone. Took millions of years to form. Move on.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. So easy for them to dismiss this.
Tectonic plates and volcanism. It took millions of years to form. Look at that.
Amazing pictures of melting, just like you said. These they say
Wow.
it was like erosion from the rain, but there is erosion from the rain, but not this. The rain did not erode this part. This is the melt.
Right.
This is the melt. The rain can only bring like a smaller.
Look at that. Look at the layers and layers of brick. Nice. Oh, I love it.
Yes, this is in Peru.
Look at that, guys.
I think we already covered this Huaca del Sol. It's just huge. It's amazing structure. It's really big, and it's all bricks. It's all.
Yep, it's okay, Deb. We're about to take a break here in a few minutes, and then we're going to get into the really, really good stuff.
You're gonna like this one. Look, this is a melted obelisk.
Oh, yes, melted obelisks. I did a show on those a while ago. This is a good one, Chapeau.
Yes. Look at this.
That.
And there's another one here.
Melted. Yeah, everything in this whole picture is melted. Wow.
And I'm not inventing that this is an obelisk or tower. The title of this picture is called Obelisk from Flat. It's in German. So
Okay, so there you go, guys. It is an obelisk, and clearly it's melted. So there's that.
Yes. You can see like this thing that was there before has been destroyed, damaged, and melted. You can see the red bricks. The exterior, like I said earlier again, there was a cover, they melted over it, and inside of it you can still see like the bricks, the color red. This place, no, I have not researched it yet. I don't know where it is, but can't wait to do it. This picture will be in my to look for folder. Maybe we could take a look at it sometime. But look at this. This is just amazing. What is this?
My little kitten's meowing at me.
Wants to be part of the show.
Come here. She's running from me.
You know, I don't even know what this is. I know it's melted.
It's got some kind of gray stuff melting down it.
Oh no, I think this is like.
Oh, that's foliage of some sort. I see. I got my magnifying glass on it now.
Maybe roots.
Right.
Roots, something. But
what's that?
Well, I don't know. I have no
Some
idea.
janky windows or something. All right, you ready to take a break? I gotta go pee. I'm holding it in now.
Okay. Yes, we can take a break and jump into these.
All right, guys. I'm gonna put a song on. Let me see here what we're gonna put on. Let's see here. This is 4 minute and 25 seconds. 4 minutes 25 seconds. We're gonna do ODD. This is our world, baby, and it's melted as fuck. All right, guys. We'll be right back.
Nice.
All my homies are asking what I'm so mad at. The human race is enslaved, I can't see past that. And I'm sick of being treated like a lab rat, turning all our lives into a joke that they can laugh at. Life is supposed to be an adventure where you're free to roam, but to most people having freedom isn't even known. Free-range humans that don't even know that their freedom's gone. When you start seeking a reason, all roads will lead to Rome. The Holy Roman Empire, it never really fell. They control everything under the dome in which we dwell. They want Earth to be exactly the way it is in hell. They stole your mind and they turned it into a prison cell. Kept in the matrix, you must beware of the agents. You might just stare in amazement once you're aware and awakened. All this deception is blatant, kind of embarrassing, ain't it? There is nowhere they won't take it, and now it's time that we change it. This is our world, and there is no change in the facts. We came to take it all back. It's time to reclaim it. This is our world, and we will go out with a fight. We will stand up for what's right. We won't tolerate it. This is our world, and we just won't take anymore. Ready to take it to war. No way to escape it. This is our world. There's nowhere to run or to hide. Plus we have God on our side. You ain't gonna make it. This is our world. Open up your eyes. Look where we are. The Zionists and Jesuits took it too far. The conditions that we live in are truly bizarre. Time to rip up this entire system and pull it apart. I knew from the start that this battle will not be easy. I try to wake people up to truth and they still don't believe me. They keep the poor people poor, meanwhile the rich just grow greedy. We're gonna have to stand up to them cause they will not go freely. Everything you think you know is wrong, I bet that's a surprise. They slapped a bow on top and sold us a package of lies. From ancient knowledge and true wisdom, they have us deprived. We gotta fight, the only chance that we have to survive. We're fed up, we've had it with this stupid ass establishment. Everything they preach to us and teach us is inaccurate. We have had enough of this, we're angry and we're about to flip. They don't know how crazy it's about to get. This is our world, and there is no change in the facts. We came to take it all back. It's time to reclaim it. This is our world, and we will go out with a fight. We will stand up for what's right. We won't tolerate it. This is our world, and we just won't take anymore. Ready to take it to war. No way to escape it. This is our world. There's nowhere to run or to hide. Plus we have God on our side. You ain't gonna make it. This is our world. This is our world. This is our world. This is our world. This is our world.
That you can't take part. You can't even passively take part. And you've got to put your bodies upon the gears and upon the wheels, upon the levers, upon all the apparatus, and you've got to make it stop. And you've got to indicate to the people who run it, to the people who own it, that unless you're free, the machine will be prevented from working at all.
And we're back. All right, guys. We're going to get into the second half of this show. Shapu, amazing evidence to this point so far. I'm blown away, and I know everybody in the chat's having a great time. Thank you for dropping the links, and we'll drop the links to the other stuff once we get through it and go through everything. We're premiering it here on this live stream. I wanted him to wait until post it on Facebook group or nothing until we get it out here, because I want you guys to see what he found, and it is definitely especially when we start getting into the dates that are shown on this particular site that we're going to be looking at with these pictures and drawings and stuff, because there's clearly an I and not a 1 on all of it practically. I don't even think there's any that doesn't have it.
No.
So I'm going to hand it over to you again, Shapu. You can get into the screen share and we'll start explaining what you got here, how you found it, because it's pretty interesting, the story of how you came upon it even. We were talking about this before the show.
Yes, and it's it's even more in line with what we were covering before the previous shows, because we were in mines and saying that mines were probably left out buildings, the inside part of buildings or sewers and anything else. And
Yep.
then I found this site of maps, because I was everybody know I love maps, and I found a map that I didn't have, so I went to this place that's called Mall's Maps Collection, and I stumbled upon another part of and it's not only maps, but close-up maps of certain parts of Germany, Austria, and other places. And
Now let's keep that in mind too, because we know at World War I and World War II, they bombed the shit out of a lot of parts of Germany. Okay, and this is the whole reason supposedly for World War I and World War II is basically Germany, and we know Germany was advanced, and they had a lot of stuff going on there. They're still hiding a lot of stuff, I feel, but just to keep that in mind, it's about Austria and Germany.
yes, so I'll get into this.
Okay, here we go, guys.
Yes. So this is the site. You see it, Jen?
Yes.
Okay. This is the site it's called Mall's Maps Collection. So I was looking for some maps, but I stumbled upon this place. So I try. Oh, I'll start with the first part of it, Austrian Circle. So you can see like they have like maps, and these maps of regions of Austria. I was looking at it. It was really interesting, but we won't go through all of it because there's many. But we'll go through the most interesting one of them. And this is Upper Austria. This is Tyrol, the region of Tyrol in Austria again.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the first one I clicked on. So I was going to, which one should I look on? And I saw this picture.
And you're like, what the heck is this?
Yeah, what the heck is this? This looks like some kind of a mountain with like a building inside. So I clicked on it. And then it has bring me to this other page with all of these maps. There's like, I don't know how many. There's many.
There's many. Okay, guys, I went through the site with him. There's many. And they're all diagrams of buildings inside mountains.
Yes.
Okay? Because the mountain is the building, like we've been saying. And where do you see the dates on this stuff?
Here they say that this is the Geyer's drawings of cross-sections of mine works, buildings, and ancient monuments. What they
Got
call
that, guys? Mine works, buildings, and ancient monuments. Okay, buildings, mountains, buildings. Put it together. Mountains are the buildings. The buildings are the mountains.
Yeah. And we were just covering on the previous shows that mines are probably what we think are buildings and leftovers.
Exactly.
From the X Factor, and we'll click on it, and you can even have like I don't know if there's someone who knows the German language in the chat, but you can see like they have all of these regions, and I start looking at these regions and trying to find what I'm seeing here. You see like this, you can see all like these mountains.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And these giant castles,
Mm-hmm.
because you can see that they have made like proportionate drawings. It's made with, also I gotta say it's made with watercolor, because probably right after the X Factor they lost like the technology of oil paint and everything. They have to relearn the pigments. If you never seen the video from the observation deck, he made a lot nice compilation of how they lost the technology of oil paintings for a while, and then they had to rediscover the pigments, and they started back with watercolor, and then they discovered oil painting back again. So just amazing.
Probably what we're seeing here, yeah.
Yeah.
Same with the Montebano map. Montebano map looks like it's watercolor as well.
Yes. Yes.
But
And
look
you
at
can-
this, guys. There
yeah.
is a mountain right there with buildings on top of it and workings on the inside of it. Okay. Now, this does not look like a mine to me. This look like rooms.
Yes, because as you will see on other drawings, you can see that some of them they have like the walls are more janky, like it's like more rocky, but these ones are really straight. They really look like rooms, you know.
Uh-huh.
It's like they found like rooms inside of these mountains, and I've looked up, I've seen they have even cross section of this. This is where they put like these ladders and rope pulleys inside of these, Jen.
To get down into them.
Yes, and you have all of this. They got the places. They have all these numbers, and you can really go look at it. 'Cause
Now,
you
when
can-
we looked up some of these places, now all you'll see is the remnants of a castle on top of a mountain. That's
Yes,
basically what you're finding in a lot of these locations. You'll still see, say, a chapel on top or some sort of a ruin there. And we're going to go look at some of these sites.
yes, and sometimes, Jen, there's nothing.
There's
There's
nothing.
not even like you see like this big structure. It has to be still there, but there's nothing. It's just a big mountain destroyed, like because this looks like it's on top of something,
Uh-huh.
you know. And that's why I choose Tyrol, because I looked up Tyrol in Germany, in Austria, and you'll be amazed that nothing of this is still there.
Yeah, they got rid
There's
of all
not
of it.
even water, Jen. The water is not there anymore.
Wow.
So something happened.
Something happened. Look at
And
this.
yes, there we go.
All right, guys, here we go. Look at this.
This one again, but this one was, like I said, look, they can do like janky stuff, you know, but this is really weird. I don't know what they found down there, but
Is that a skull and bones right there?
yes, these are
And
like,
it's like a dog or a cat right there? And
yeah, I don't know if that's a dog. He looks like
what are they doing? He looks like a
There's-
satanic dog.
yes. Don't know. This is like a symbolic drawing of some sort, you know.
Wow.
This is not the most interesting one because there's a lot of them. So I'll go. There's this one. It's called. There's the profile of this Zinberg on the north part of Becherberg. You know, I won't even try to say it, but you know, is it a mountain, a mine? But it really looks like they stumble upon a building inside these mountains.
Exactly.
Because you was like Jen mentioned to me yesterday, you never see someone with a wheelbarrow or piles of rubble or
Exactly.
anything.
Exactly. Or nobody, digging it or
No.
making it. It's like they're finding it. It's mine now because I found it. Now I'm
Yeah,
gonna put my ladder in and climb down and see what I can find.
you can see them like measuring stuff and putting like to gathering like metals, because on these ones you don't see like they found like things, but they just go there and on these mountains, and you will see that on some of the other they show you on the map which mountain it is, the profile of it. You know,
Right.
and this is what we find when we look at mines, but they're not like nicely like this anymore. You know, they are like janky and all these shafts everywhere with these old ladders still
Yeah, this is
remaining
something
there.
else going on here.
Yes, because look
Look at this.
what's going on.
That's crazy. They're mining a building.
As you
I'm
can
sure they
see.
found lots of stuff. Look at all these cross sections.
Yes. Yes. But what is amazed me most is all these giant buildings that are as tall as these mountains, you know.
Exactly. And we say that the mountains are the buildings. If that thing melted down and became a mountain, it's a big mountain now, not a big building. And that mountain, that building, excuse me, has a river running out of it.
Yes.
Go back there. See it? It's coming out.
Oh yeah, here.
It's coming out. Now, how many times have we showed you mountains with water flowing down them, right? This is a building with water flowing out of it down into a river. And then the whole city there is like on the river and stuff. Just like we see mountains and then the valleys with the rivers running through it.
Yes.
Those are just melted buildings.
Exactly. And you see they have this hay, and they call it like the Altes Schloss de Aldenbach. And I looked at Schloss in Aldenbach, and there's nothing unless nothing more than a big mountain now. There's no like castle on top. It's really interesting.
Right, but whatever's in it's probably still in it because those little hut things are over there on those ones, and wherever those little hut things are and stuff, there's definitely structure.
You can see that these numbers, and sometimes they have like the cross section is right here because this one is probably one of these places. You know, these one are just cross sections.
Hey Juan, I'm glad to see you here, buddy.
Yes, hi Juan. Look at all these columns, pillars, you know.
Yep.
Rooms, arches.
Arches, yeah. Hey, kitty.
Hey.
Come here.
Oh, you got a talker there.
Yeah. What? She's a good girl.
Because, what's it again? Tyrol. I have like a... It's like a Tyrol. Austria. Tyrol in Austria. And you have like where are all these giant buildings, but you can see look how giant these mountains are, you know.
Oh yeah. Wow.
And there's a one picture that's really compelling that I found, and there's only one river, not like many like they showed on these maps.
Right.
You see, like between these mountains, you can see like there's rivers everywhere, but now it's all dried up, and only this you can see, and there's no giant castles either.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yes, but you can see like find one there. These you see like
What?
yes.
Look at this.
This is probably one of these mountains that they are showing us around this place. But look, there's a bee. And this one's called Trappenstein, you know.
Mm-hmm.
If I go look like we didn't do this one, so I'll try. Trappenstein. No, right now it's called no. It's, oh, there's a.
Did that thunderstorm pass?
Yes.
Good.
Yes. I'm happy it did. No. I say Trappenstein, there's nothing. If I say Austria, Tyrol. You know, they just show me like Tyrol again. And there's no castle called Trappenstein anywhere.
But there sure are a lot of mountains.
Yes.
Wow.
And you can see that this
Oh
one
my
is
God, it almost matches up. Click back to it and then click back to this. Look at that. See the way the mountains are situated? And then you click to that picture. It's
yes.
like, do you see it? Do you
Yes,
see
the
it?
river here. Yes.
I see it.
Yes, the
That
river.
was a river
here.
going back through there.
There's like only like
Look,
what's left of
the melt covered up the river.
yeah, probably. Or they
It's under the melt.
filled but there's nothing left of these giant castles or anything, you know. It can be here or here. On this
Wow.
picture. It's
Yeah. That's incredible. That's a good comparison side by side one to make up.
But look, sometimes you can find one. Oh, no, I can't even zoom in on this one. You can find one here, but I try to find like where it could be. It could be this one, but it is probably not, because it's exactly the same.
Yeah, I found one that I thought was similar on my searches. It had the red roof and stuff with the conical tower, I think.
Yeah. And there's still
Yeah, Juan, you got to watch the beginning. It's very educational, very scientific. Lots of evidence for what we've been talking about with this meltification.
yeah. So Trappinstein again. They show like all these rooms. There's even stairs, you know. Arches. Pretty interesting that we just covered the mines, and we tell that these mines are actually building because they have bricks inside and arches and stairs, melted stairs even.
I'm eating a Rishi cup. I haven't eaten since breakfast. I got to put something in my belly or you're going to hear it growling. My husband to make something to eat. I'm hungry. Wow, look at this place.
Yes.
It reminds me too of what they found in China, that massive cave in China. They don't know who carved it.
Yeah. Yes. They say now they mining it like for stuff.
But when I looked up, it was a gold and silver mine under an abbey. I sent you the links to it. Remember?
Oh yes. Yeah,
it's a gold and silver mine, and they're probably getting gold and silver out from that melted spot or something. I don't know.
Yes, because when I go into the other place, you can clearly see that they have put like sigils to
Sigils,
sigils to explain what they found.
And they can also prove that they knew the locations of these buildings and what they had in them. Even though they're melted now from the X Factor, they knew what that mountain was over there. They can look at stuff like this and be like, that was this building. And this building had this, and this in it. So let's go in there and see what we can find.
Yes. You can see what they call ruins. And they say this is probably a Roman ruin in Germany. But you have all these giant buildings on top that you cannot even find anymore, because this is Schlossberg, Hallbrand. I think we looked up these one yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I can look up like Schlossberg again because it's, and I found out that these names have changed.
Yeah, they changed the names, guys. A lot of stuff pre-X Factor had a different name.
So
they seem to do this a lot after the wars as well. They rename stuff like Istanbul and many other places.
Yes. and they call this Schlossberg, but there's a lot of castle, but none of them looks similar to the, this Schlossberg castle.
Well, they could have re-roofed them.
Yes.
Maybe that's what that's throwing us off, is that the roof isn't that color. But yeah, I don't see the layout either. Really, what you're saying?
No.
Check.
Maybe this is that they have re-roof, but I don't think so. Yeah, there's no stuff. But now they show you like the valleys there. There's a lot of remaining castle in these regions. Maybe this is not, you see, that's not even Schlossberg. Because if you look up Schlossberg, there's not many things that comes up, This is Schlossen and Bergen, But all we can see, it's a melted piece with one wall there, There's supposed to be a lot of them, but they're not there.
Maybe they just got rid of a lot of it during the wars too.
Yes, that's what I think.
Yeah.
That's why they had many wars back there,
As soon as they got up in the air with planes, they started bombing shit.
Yes.
And as soon as they were able to patent the airplane and stuff, it was like everybody had it all around the world, all across the plane, I should say. They all suddenly had airplanes and bombs.
Yes, all of a sudden, from ballooning to airplanes with bombs. Exactly. But again, this...
That place, wow, that's massive. It's got the inner courtyard. Wow.
And this structure is as big as this mountain that is beside it, or part of it.
Wow.
And again, what they are
telling
us.
Some of these towers sticking up. This one conical tower right here in the front that's standing alone.
Yeah, this one here.
They got one. You see some of those popping up in some of the pictures you were showing.
Yes, I think I've seen it. But I don't think it was like this Schlossberg thing. Maybe higher. So I tried to find it, but I couldn't. Maybe in Austria.
You're a little late to class, buddy. You're about 2 hours and 12 minutes late.
Already, yeah. Yeah, but you can see like bricks underneath. And they say there's a S, but there's no S in here. But in these ones, did they have dates? No, I don't think they have dates.
Oh, yeah, we got to show some dates. I forgot.
They have no dates written on this one.
Not on this one, but we'll find the dates for you guys. There's lots of stuff to look at here. There's many different locations.
Because this is only Tyrol 1, and there are many. I'm gonna skip a lot of them because there's so much. Sometimes you go this one again with this big giant building. This is only a close-up of the same place.
Wow.
Again.
This one also has the maps of Italy too.
Yes. Now look at this one. There's like pillars and stuff in there.
Yeah.
You can see like this one has been more melted or something because they didn't draw it straight.
Exactly.
Some are exactly straight. Some are like janky like this, and even some they like drew like rocks. Just compare with the other one. Look, This is all straight
Yep.
lines.
Go to that one right there.
This one?
Below that one. Yeah, that one. That's crazy looking too.
Yeah. What is this?
Yeah, it's a building of some sort, and this thing has a river running through it.
And this is the profile of Eben Steinerberg. So again, Steiner-Berg. This is probably just a.
Look at the side of it too. The side of it looks terraced, like we see that terracing. See this? See those steps looking things on the side there?
Yeah.
Terraced. Yeah.
So I'll just look Eben Steiner. That's fast.
You can copy and paste the title and translate it too.
Oh, you can do it on the picture?
Yeah, when you get the picture big like that, then you copy and paste the title, put it in the search bar, and hit translate.
No? Okay. Because look, it's only family name. There's nothing else.
Yeah, go back to the picture. Let's see.
Yeah. Here? This?
Yeah.
Oh, if I click, yeah, here.
Now, if you can copy and paste it.
Yeah, and search. Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easier. Thank you, Jen.
Yeah, no problem. I know they're tough to spell. I can't even pronounce them.
I know.
I have enough trouble pronouncing English. Fuck German.
Because they don't find anything on Eben Steinerberg, they just give me Austria, So it's really hard to find the same place.
Wow, look at that one. 2 more lines down. Go down one more. One more down. That one. Click that. Look at that thing. What is that? That looks like an old building.
Yeah, probably.
Wow.
This is Steinermark, Stein. It's close, but that's what I found really interesting when I looked up maybe probably like 30, 41 of them, and none of them have these buildings left, and it's only like big mountains like this.
Yeah, look at that. Yep.
This probably was some kind of these castle like this one. Look, this is the profile of the one we just looked up, I guess. Oh no, there's a square part.
Yeah.
But you can see like this old ruins already there.
Like that looks like it would be underground, but it's not. It's above ground. See what I'm saying?
Yes. Oh look, it's this one, Jen. Look, the side part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's water coming out.
This is the one we just looked up.
Uh-huh.
Okay, this one, look. The side part here.
Right.
And there's the ruins on top of it. You see? Like the side part is here.
Yeah.
And this is what the dip is here, but they did show like this. We only saw the interior of this place under this remaining building. And it's called again Halt Ebenstein. And
hey Melanie, where you been, girl?
Melanie,
you are late. You are tardy. You're beyond tardy at this point.
You missed the great.
Yeah, you got to rewind, Melanie, and take notes. There's going to be a test next week.
You missed the theory. Yes, and they even show like these artifacts. I don't know why, but they probably found it down there in these ruined buildings.
Yeah, and we were saying that, they look like things you would see now in cemeteries.
Yes, where they just put it to hide stuff. Yeah.
German cemeteries are very interesting.
Yes, I think they have like a big one there.
Wow.
Yeah, this one's really huge.
That reminds me of like Darren Kuyu
Yes,
in Turkey.
yes. But in these drawings, we don't see like these little people on this section of them.
Yeah,
You
what's
know
that
what?
right there?
Oh, this is one. You can see. This is the houses, on top.
Uh-huh.
This is what they got inside of them. These pulleys and these ropes. And now you can see like these people going down these buildings, just exploring, you know,
Right.
with their torches. And you can see like this one, look, it's all
It-
janky.
It's got heat striations on it.
Yes. Like this is the place, this one. Probably, yes. This is this mountain here that we see the cross section of it,
Uh-huh.
this building. Now we can look at a couple more. Like this one.
Oh wow. Yeah, look at this.
This big hill, and there's this thing with the river coming out at the
And
bottom.
is that the cross section of it to the left?
Yes.
What we're looking at there? Wow.
Yep. This is the
Look at
cross
that.
section of it. Just going into this building.
Do we have any dates yet on any of the things? We have to get to looking at the dates. We can't forget that.
Yes, there's one here. Look.
Okay, guys, here we go. We were talking about the dates, how they have an I.
Yes. They say it's 1751, but it's I 751. And again, these, I think this is the one behind here with the two, the small one. No, the two with the smaller part. But
It's weird how they have it sideways like that. Yeah.
yes, I guess because of the size of the book, I guess they had to put it sideways. Palestine, just look at it, because like again, you got these giant buildings.
Yeah, they're big ones.
Yes, because they have made like proportionate drawings for this. You can see all these small houses, the mountains, the people. There's none in this one, but this it's even bigger. It's like as big as a mountain,
Exactly.
and it's the Pillenstein. I just made a search for Pillenstein. Pillenstein, it's a region here. You can see it in Austria. And if you go look at the images of Pillenstein, you will get a company, a company name. And if I put like Austria, maybe Tyrol. I put Tyrol because this is. No, there's nothing. It's really weird that there's a region, and I put Neustadt. I don't even know what Neustadt is. There's nothing.
Yeah, Mary, that I-75 could have just been 75. I seen that too. I think it was I-75 maybe. I don't know, but we're gonna look at the other dates too.
Yes. Again, there's so many of them. But I want to show like the one that they're measuring stuff, and I don't remember because we looked at so many. But this one is interesting. Look at this terracing and fountains.
Oh, wow.
This place, yes. And it's B. And again, look, the
That
cross.
one there with the building on top has.
Yes, this is the cross section underneath the building. Again, it's all buildings. This one, this smaller one, built.
It's all set up like a grid system.
Yes. Again, B. And there's this G. Is that a G? So there's a B. It's their garden. The garden. Okay, so they just say it's a garden. Yes, yes, I can see it's a garden. But G, there's no G. So
That's weird.
because there are letters that are missing, you know, A, B, C, T, Q, H. What's going on? And again, cross sections of this place here. There's a ridge. But everyone, I'll show and I'll send you the link. You can research this place if you want to do it later, because I did it yesterday night. Last night was so tired and couldn't think anymore.
Yeah, it's a lot to look at. This site is extensive.
So I tried to do like the thumbnail, and I couldn't do it.
Look at that one. That's got the rough cut stuff on the inside too, on the side section.
Probably this one,
Right.
the section down there, but it's on the side. Can turn it. But you
Look at
can
it.
see.
Look at the heat striations on the wall.
Yes. These guys again. Oh, there's a wheelbarrow there.
Oh, wheelbarrow. One wheelbarrow.
But you know, they were mining for metals inside these buildings. No.
Hey, Carla, you're kind of late. You're going to have to definitely rewind. You missed a lot of stuff. But welcome. I'm glad you're here.
This one's pretty interesting.
Look at this one. That's weird. Look at that.
Look at these holes.
Wow.
There's this giant castle. E.
Is there a date on this one?
No. No dates.
That is really crazy looking though.
Yeah, there's an I and an A.
Hold on a second. Let me get my go back to those holes when you get a chance. Right there with is that a guy? What is this guy doing? Is he hanging somebody?
No, I think he's like pumping like the water.
Okay. I thought he was hanging somebody or they got hung. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like it, but I think they're just pumping the water to go to this thing, you know. That looks like a foundry.
It's interesting you don't see any people around anywhere. Like it's really strange.
I know. Looks like they were just the guys that go back and rediscover this place and probably prep for the deportation of the people from the other places.
Maybe.
Because all of this, if you research the places, they're not there anymore. Because all of the 30 that I did, I couldn't find any remnants of all this in these rivers. Oh, there's a cross. Yes. Jen, what you were saying?
Oh, no, I was just going to say that one picture below this one maybe had a big water wheel along a river.
Oh, yes. Like this is the cross section of the thing with the hole.
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
I don't know what they're hauling, like blocks, burning something. Just to,
Wow.
but I don't know what it is.
Really interesting.
This is the ruins that they probably found there. Artifacts again. They explain it here. I don't know. It's in German, so. Oh, this thing, this big wheel, yeah.
Oh yeah, this one here. Okay. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this.
Yes,
So-
they're powering something, but what? I don't know.
I'll tell you what, these Germans and Austrians, man, they were advanced.
Again, we can like search for this, but like I say, this is the mint house where they probably did the minting, the gold or the silver or something. Zuhala, I guess it's in Tyrol. So Hala in Tyrol, if I search it. No, it's all now. It's called just all in Tyrol. And if I look up, you won't even see any of what we see in these pictures.
Huh.
No, I'll just go back to the city. Look, Hala again.
Uh-huh.
This is, well, trying to find this thing and this giant castle in Hala.
Right.
And there's one castle, but it doesn't look as big as this one. But look, there's a tower here. This one tower could be this one, but you know, the middle part is bigger than these
Right.
towers. Not here. Not here, I say.
Yeah. Look at that one picture. Go back to the other pictures. There you go. Look at the upper left-hand corner. There's like a tower there by itself, right there. See that? Oh, that's that one from the castle.
Yep.
I gotcha. Oh, that's crazy looking.
But now, if you look, there should be like rivers all around this place. You know, look, there's a river here, some river. There's a big lake here.
Uh-huh.
And if you look, like, there's only one river back there. I don't think even it's a river. I think it's a field. There's no river
Interesting.
anymore. Yes. You can see only mountains and these small cities. And it's like that. All of them that I've looked up. I don't know if, like you said, they just destroyed all of this in the wars.
Right. Those mountains, man. Look at that.
I'm trying to find the three old one, you know.
Yeah. That's probably all gone.
You know, it's supposed to be near this castle that we think. But this castle, is it this? But now it's only the remains of, you know.
Yep.
It's pretty hard to find the same places because it has been so much altered with what they did during these supposed wars.
Look at that. What's that?
This one?
Yeah.
This is Tyrol. In Tyrol. You know,
Oh, that looks like it was one of those things, yeah, where we see a cross section of it.
Yes.
Wow.
There will probably this big giant castle on top of it. Like like in the drawings and the small people there, because these castles are humongous, you know,
Yeah.
compared to these mountains. You know, it's as big as the mountain.
Is there a date on this one? I think we might have checked already. I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, yeah, we checked it, and
Okay.
there wasn't. But here they say like between 17 and 1800s.
Wow, look at this.
Yes, and this one you can see like this. Is the remain F and B. So we'll see. These are the cities. A and B. Hockenberg and Schloss Grafen von Trapp. But I think Offenburg is right here. If we search Offenburg, you see, you're supposed to be have like a big castle on top of a mountain and a church.
Mm-hmm.
And what I say, look, this is the city Offenburg. There's
So that would be the city that we see in the plans, right? On the other picture, the stuff in pink,
Yes.
right down
Yes.
there, that would be that. And then those mountains would be around it. Let's go back.
yes,
That would be that stuff around it.
yes. You can see it. It's supposed to have like
Uh-huh.
things. And if you look, there's nothing. There's nothing left.
Nothing left.
Yeah. Yeah. There's something here.
Oh, look at that, Chapeau.
Yeah. There's like a ruins of something on top of a mountain.
Is that the right location?
That's the thing. I'm not sure. You know, because it's in German, but it's not say Hohenberg like this one. They have like models.
What's that one there next to the guy's head? See the guy right there?
Oh,
There you go. What's
Yeah,
that?
this is Hohenberg.
Oh,
There
oh,
you go.
there you go. Look at that. I think we found something.
Picture is not that good. If we go back to the plan here, it could probably be this.
Maybe.
Yeah, probably this one, because it's the B, and the B no, this is Schlossgrafen. Hachenberg is the A. Oh, this is the city. Yeah, but Schloss is, I don't know what Schloss means, but Grafen von Trapp.
All right, let's go back to the ruin picture there. Look at that.
Yes,
Wow.
the picture's not that good, but this is the ruins of Aschenberg. And this is the one we just saw. No, I'm not in the right section. Now we can see Hamburg city. Nothing like they showed.
What's that there? Is that a ruin?
Bergwin Adenberg, yes, this is the ruin.
Oh, wow.
Again.
And look at the way the brick went block like that.
Yes. Yes. So it has been destroyed. This Hannenberg. It's probably this part. Could be.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah.
ask you what that was.
I want to see like a picture from further away to see it's on top of a mountain or something.
It's definitely on top of something.
Yeah.
It's up there.
Let's see, this is another picture of this place. There's only the remains of a river, because
It does look that way, like it's the remains of a river there.
you can see that there's this river going all around this city. But if we go here, if you look at the city, there's none of it. Even on this 1800 pictures of Hollenberg again, there's no Nothing. Only mountains. And this, look, it looks like it's on top of a hill or something.
Can we zoom in on that?
Oh,
No, that's cool too. You can zoom in on this.
yes, a little bit.
Wow.
Looks like an ancient entrance to somewhere.
It looks like the one where you showed the gardens.
But they say Annenberg, look, there's like this type of thing there. And there's a,
Right. Look at that.
oh, there is a old diagram of some sort of a hatching. Hohenberg.
Oh, look at that, Chapu. Look, that looks like the thing that's on the hill, and the church next to it. See the church steeple down there? It's right there. Look at that. That's it.
Oh, okay. Now the church is like being down there. Yeah, look, maybe like it's melted down. Yeah, could have been. Like behind, there's like a hill that's bigger, and this one could be.
Could be. Is there any date? No date?
Is there? No, there's nothing. And I've lost my. I've clicked on the wrong. There's another one here. Oh, I hate when it happens. But I cannot zoom. Look, maybe it's if I go directly. Because this one looks interesting. Yeah, it's melted something.
Oh, look at that. And it's got covered with foliage.
Yeah, that's all like, is it full screen view? Yes.
Wow. That's one of them.
So it's on top of this hill. And now look, you can see there's still some water. So we're gonna see. There's some water. There's this hill. And there's no village. So. But there's this tower.
It could be that other building there.
Yes.
Right, with the little doorway at the end.
Yeah,
Right
this
there.
one?
There's a river there near it. I don't know.
Yes, good.
Looking at a different perspective of it, instead of you're kind of on the side behind it, but instead of in front of it, like the painting.
Yes.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yes, I know. It's really the hardest process just to look up these old ones and to the new ones and try to find the similarities. And you can see again, Hollenberg, there's...
Mary says the castle that we showed was in a something we showed earlier. She saw it.
Oh, really? So here, like, I have like a plan of the same place, Holzenberg. Here, there's one small river. And there's nothing close to it, like on this one. Is there this one river, but you can see all of these around it. But like you said, a lot have been destroyed and changed with these wars.
What is that?
No, I think that's the guy's name is Annenberg. But they say it's a compilation of artifacts. Ferdinand von Hohenberg. But was what we didn't find anything. We can like pass hours and hours just doing this. Just these plans are just amazing stuff to look at and try to compare. Because this place again, look, is a big ruin,
Oh yeah.
and this giant castle, and it is underground, underneath everywhere. Remains another one here. Look, you can even St. Anton's. I think we have searched for this place and we didn't find anything about St. Anton's.
Yes, we do.
There's this place.
Is there a date on this one?
Where is? No, not on this one. No. You can even even have the scale. So it has to be to scale, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's just amazing. And this is called.
Doug, I see you saying hi to everybody. You were here earlier too, right? I thought I saw you here earlier. If not, you're really late. You got to rewind, buddy.
So they say this is the plan from Ober-Inntal. Again, Ober-Inntal. You should have all of these giant structures. And if I go into Ober-Inntal now, see Ober-Inntal, how it's called. It's nothing. There's nothing. There's only modern houses. This river. These giant mountains.
Oh yeah.
You see, this is Ober-Inntal, same place. There's nothing, only melted and destroyed structure, I guess. Because if I go there, look, this giant mountain remains.
It kind of looks like the river because the river snakes around like that.
Yes.
Could be the river.
Go here. There's the river so small now. Should be like much bigger.
Yeah, look at the other picture of the river with the town. Like that one to the right. Yeah, see how the river snakes around like that?
Yes.
It kind of looks like that in the drawing, like I'm saying there. Yeah.
Yes. Look, this is the plateau here.
Mm-hmm.
And looks like here, look, there's like a plateau.
Right.
Right here. And there's these mountains.
Which is that, probably, yeah.
Yes. But nothing remains there. They have destroyed all evidence of things.
Anything, yeah, that was probably there that would lead people down into these buildings.
Yes, and I've seen like a similitude from all of these that they have like ski resorts on these mountains now. You know,
We just build right on top of it.
Just like golf courses. You know,
Right. Ski down a melted building.
Yes, exactly. You can see like there's the plateau here should have like remains of.
And you know what? Those diagrams, when you zoom into this diagram here of the side view of this plateau mountain thing. Okay, it reminds me of the Williska salt mines in Germany. When you look at the Williska salt mines in the diagram for it, it looks just like these things too. And that's a building. It's not a salt mine. If you look at Williska, or Williska, excuse me, I always say it wrong. And I did a show on it a long time ago. I probably still have it saved somewhere. Williska salt mine. It's crazy down there, guys. And especially the historical narrative that goes along with the whole thing and all the chambers. And there's even a cathedral down there. Okay. There's a cathedral down there made of salt, supposedly.
Yes. Exactly.
Which we've already did the whole scientific thing earlier of the crystallization of, these microscopic materials. But if you do it on a macro level, it tells you all about how it changes with the heat and the pressure.
Yeah. Wow. Look at this.
Wow.
This is again in Oberhintal. But there's nothing that we see. Oh, there's no one.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, there's something.
Oberhintal. There's something here. The remains of something. But if I go in, there's some sort here.
Yeah, because it has an arch too, like that, doesn't it?
Yes. Well,
it's got arches for sure.
yeah,
Not a big one, but
yeah, really smaller, but because they have put it to scale, because they have the scale here. It's just wow. I'll close all of these. So this, like, yeah, like you said, these salt mines really look like this. Again, goes in. But these are not the one with the that they showed, like all of these guys going to the buildings. And this one's pretty interesting, because look at this. It's a giant castle city. You can see like the side section of this mountain range. It's all a building. No, it's probably like the same place, but on the other side. There's all of these houses and giant castles. And there's this thing here. Look. And it's called Plan von der Schloss und Weites Sorbeschenbahn. Probably this is the city. Yeah, no, it was German detected. What does it say? Not English.
sorry, Shapu, I had to step away for a minute.
All right.
Okay.
So no, that's not the city. Hun White is which one? Von Hernberg? Maybe Hernberg?
What do you want, baby girl?
No, Hernberg, Arizona. No, I don't think so.
Wrong side of the plane.
But I don't know what is in Hamburg, Arizona. We didn't cover it. But look, it's Ehrenberg now, and there's this thing that look. This is Ehrenberg on this map, and there's this.
That's interesting.
Today, is it the same thing? Could have been. But they will say that this is a medieval castle made in what, 200, 300?
Oh yeah, they'll say like 1600 or something.
Yeah, but you got these drawings from the 1700s with all of these structures, you know?
Yep.
And again, the history is all made up. That's the only thing we will find from what we just showed in this Plan der von Schönberg. No, this remnants of a.
That is really interesting. Look at that.
Yes. You can see like this.
They put the roof back on there. Maybe it's tourism or something. They got some scaffolding there on the side.
Yes.
But that was definitely a fucking huge building.
Yeah, probably this one. I don't know. There's a look like a rounded
Oh, yeah.
there.
Yeah, go back to it. Yeah. Of course, there's no roof on here, clearly.
Yeah. So it's pretty interesting that there's this on top of this big hill and these mountains range behind. That is probably all of these.
Right.
But there's even one bigger one there, you know. It should have another structure near.
Should be another big mountain then over there.
Yes, and water. But we don't see that. We don't see that anymore. But we can see we can see the transition of these bricks.
Yeah, and look at the big mountain though there in the background.
Yes. And these are pretty nice ruins. Again, this one, you can see the ruin, but where is this river that should be down there?
Yeah. Definitely dried up. Or look at that. Zoom in on that because you
Yep.
can see the structure all the way down the supposed mountain.
This one?
Yeah, look at that there. It looks like terracing now, or like a road up there.
Look like the where's the road is today should have like this river now. And we know that these rivers were the highways of back then because they had boats and everything. Yeah, pretty interesting because look, they say Herrenberg Castle, Claudia, and Schlosskopf must be near again this place.
Mm-hmm.
We seen like Schloss earlier.
Mm-hmm.
You can see there's no remains of the other parts of. Just interesting. You can see the bigger hill has to be this one, but there's no structure remaining. But there's this one too that is credible
That.
building inside this. Could be this one. But, this is pretty interesting. I know why I have. I could do this all night. Nah.
Look at that. It's melted where she's standing.
Yes. But you cannot see any brick left. But if you look at this section here, you can clearly see the inside is still has some bricks. Again, another section of this part. Pretty. Herrenberg Castle ruins. Oh, nice. This one. Oh, look. Yes, look at these. What is these? These are like. Oh, these are trees? Yes, these are. Like
Yeah, I
trees.
think they're trees. I got my magnifier on it.
Yes, I wanted to.
But still, look at that fucking thing. It's all melted.
Yes. Yes.
And the peak behind it there.
Because it's supposed to be. Yes, I'm trying to find these peaks. There's like peak and there's one back there. These ones. There's these ones. These are too small. There's these. But there's. Yeah, but it could have changed over the time of the bombing or anything. And this one's interesting. We won't spend the night.
So, all right. So we looked at these, and well, is there another folder for this? If we clicked out of this one, isn't there a number 2 file?
Yes, we can go to it because there's so many. There's so many of them.
Oh, look at that. Wait, go back to that one. This is the way it's laying around that river there. You can see the river snaking around it. And you can see, like, when they go to the cross section
of this place. Yes.
Yeah, it's the same shape as those mountains there around the
Yeah,
river.
you can see, like the river coming through
Uh-huh.
and coming out.
Look at that.
Yes. And this is probably this one, because look at these. Yes, it is. And this is Bergstadt in Schloss, I guess. Is it? No, this is just Bergstadt. But we would search all of them because we will spend the night here.
So I wanted to maybe go over to those Italy maps.
Oh, look at this one. This one is
This one's a good one. I remember looking at this one.
because this is the oldest building that you can see, like what they will say it's old Roman or medieval thing, but
Right. But the
probably
whole thing is the building, guys. The whole thing.
probably just the pocket of survival, that the top part wasn't melted, but underneath there's all this incredible system, you know.
Yep. And a river running right through it.
Exactly. They have all these basins. And
Look, they show you the plumbing within the building right there with water coming out. How many times have I shown you rock wall faces with water just spouting out of it?
yes, exactly. Yes, we can go to we only had the half part of it, of this page, you know, because there's many. This one looks interesting. And just like you said, it was.
Many levels.
You tell me these are mines, really? Just crazy.
Yeah.
You know, you can go. I will share this place, this site. On this one, there's a lot of these people like just exploring. You see.
Yeah, some of them are measuring things. These little guys in here, they seem to have like measuring sticks and stuff. They're doing a lot of measuring.
Yeah, look, like this one, it's got like a rope, like measuring something.
Yeah.
You know, I got these ones just exploring this place. And they're just exploring with torches.
Melanie, I'm not sure what you're saying in the chat, but I hope you're feeling okay, if everything's all right. You might need to sniff better quality glue.
Well,
I'm not sure what you're talking about. Can't skimp on glue.
yeah. Just this side just amazed me with this cross section of these
Of
buildings.
mountains.
Yes. Yeah.
That one.
Look at that one, yeah.
How many times have we seen that inside a mine or a cave? These nice arches and stuff.
Yes. Yes. And there's this. I don't know what.
That looks like something you'd see in a cemetery.
Yes. Exactly. Okay, I'll go look at another one. Because this is just Tyrol one. It goes on and shows all of these mountains that are around, and you know, because all of them have all of this, you know.
That one right there looks like a melted building in Turkey. You know, when you see the exterior, like parts of it's exposed and they're like square rooms with, you know,
Yes.
arches and stuff.
Yes. Yeah, that's why the thumbnail it's pictures from Turkey, like these mountains that fallen off halfway. Look at this, you know.
Wow.
But look at this one; it's even bigger.
That's huge. Yeah. The mountain is the building, guys.
Yes, it's bigger than a mountain, this building. And look, this, what's B?
Oh, I thought it said H. I'm sorry.
And yeah, it looks like an H first, but you know, new
Sure.
slots. Yeah. No, I wish I could like take this one.
Oh, Melanie says it's hot. All her glue has melted.
No. That's a bottle.
Yeah, put it in the freezer for a little bit. Let it solidify.
So this is the last one of this folder. You can still see all of this. And this, I think, there's one here. What is that?
What is that? What is that? What is that? Yeah, look at these doors right there. Like
Big metal door. And
what's
this
that?
thing, the Ark of the Covenant. I don't know.
Oh, it's crazy looking. And there's a river running through it, of course.
Yeah. But why would it be right inside of a mountain like this? What does it do?
What is it?
Is that thing makes a volcano? I don't know.
Oh, right. It's a fail-safe system. If all else fails, we blow this shit and say it's a volcano.
You can see like ruins and again sideways of mountains. Man.
View, yeah.
So this was only Tyrol 1. It's just crazy because look, all these folders: Upper Austria, Tyrol 1, Tyrol 2, Carinthia, and I think we've seen like Carinthia.
Yeah, we were looking at some of Carinthia too.
Like Carinthia in Austria. And if you look at Carinthia in Austria, you will find only the same thing. No big structures, only mountains, small lakes, no rivers, and remains
Nice.
of the castles. And we're gonna look again at things in Carinthia. There's a city, there's these ruins.
Look at that.
Interesting.
That is very interesting.
Yeah, stairs going into the mountains and all of these.
Well, we know what's under those things. More building.
Yes, because they will show us all the cross section of all of it. And
Yeah,
look at this
tunnel right there.
Yes. And again, these guys like are measuring things.
They
Again.
remind me of little Oompa Loompas.
Yes, they're pretty funny. These pictures, but again, measuring the inside.
They're not
of
mining, guys. They're measuring. They're not. You don't see any mining happening here. They're inside a building.
No, it's already all built and
Yep.
arches and I've seen one, Jen. These ladders are all broken.
Oh, really?
I've put it in the thumbnail. I don't remember which one was it. So
I'll have to look at it more closer.
yes, but
Yeah, I have it on my my phone message. I'm gonna pull it up now.
and this is what I think in this one they explain what kind of method. Look at this.
Look at these two giant steps coming down here.
Side of mine, really? Come on.
And is there a date on this one? We have to keep an eye out.
Yes, I think these ones have no, there's not. But they say the date.
Yeah, but I want to see the date that they wrote on it.
Yes.
If there's any more eyes.
It should be. I have some should have. Not this one. Because there's so many. This one, does it have a date? No. As you can see, this is the place, Carinthia. All these villages, rivers, mountains. And if you look again at Carinthia today, there's one big waterway couple mountains. But I found, like, Jen, there's one place, there's a city just flooded. You can see only the tower sticking out of the water
Right.
in one of these places that I searched yesterday.
Well, when you get a chance, I want you to bring up your thumbnail picture because there's something interesting in it that I want to point out too. It's really pretty compelling. But we can do that, towards the end.
Okay. So I'll just go really fast on this because it's all the same. It's all the same. They show cross section of the mountain that are actually buildings. Look at this. What? Why would that be inside a mountain? But what was interesting is the comparison with the Carinthia here and then what we have today. It's nothing like it. See, look at this. All these rooms, arches.
Oh yeah, look at all these arches.
Yeah, and they say they found like everything, like silver, gold, and like this one. Yeah. Oh, this one there's no like point.
Oh, that's interesting. They actually put a 1 there.
Exactly. Because most of them have this high, I guess.
17 what? Is it 32 or 82?
52.
52, okay.
It's 52. Because I think we're gonna see there's another one, and probably this one is a high. Look.
Yep.
You see, high 754. And again, these ruins around this Carinthia. This, St. Martinsburg. If you look it up, you'll probably not find anything. Look at this river going through the mountain, through this opening.
And how many times have we seen these mines all flooded? They tell us they're mines. They always have water in them.
Yes.
Flowing.
Every time, Jen. It's just, this one looks really big. Yes, look at this complex there.
Wow.
And again, these characters just exploring, not doing anything.
No heavy equipment to remove this stuff. Why would they make them so big? It's like just like the Willisca salt mines.
Yes. No, there's many. This one, another giant one.
Wow. Look at that. Now, if half this building melted off and away and you can see the exposed interior, you would see like the melt that we see in Turkey.
Yes.
When you see half of a melted building with all these openings and apertures and stuff.
Yes. No, I want to see what this Capel. No. Oh, yeah, cable. Okay.
What was that?
It's a cable in German.
Oh.
Like a cable.
Right.
Like yeah. Yeah, I'm showing cross section of. See, it takes the whole mountain. Why? It's just amazing.
Because the mountain is the building.
Yeah. Again, we can go on and on, showing us. And look, they always have these like openings in the side of it.
You know what's weird? When I looked at the plans for the tunnel for Vesuvius, it looked just like this. That they were going to put a track that went straight up to Vesuvius and a tunnel that went into it like that, like what you were just showing.
Oh, yes, right. Yes.
An active volcano. Are you fucking kidding me? It's either not active or you're nuts for putting that in there.
Exactly.
It's not a volcano.
Yeah. But, it's just amazing. Which one can we look at? It's just it's all the same. Yes, it's the only cross section of melted buildings because who had the time to go and make all these mines? It's just
Who has the time to go make all these drawings of these things if they didn't really exist?
yeah, exactly.
What are they mining? Well, it doesn't look like a mine to me.
Yeah, but they are taking off stuff.
They're taking out stuff, but it doesn't look like a mine like we would think a mine would look like, where they're hauling out heavy materials and tracks and all this stuff like that.
Yeah.
We don't even see any materials.
No, but they wrote like this astrological sign, but probably for what is like the sun is the gold, the moon is silver. This is I don't even know, Jupiter.
Is that Mercury?
Yeah, Mercury should have like horns.
It's probably one next to it.
So yeah, probably just Jupiter. Maybe Jupiter is what, iron, and this one I don't even know what it is. I've never seen it. We said that the mines are just they're mining the melted buildings.
I don't know if they're measuring for the timber braces, Deb. The timber braces are already there, and they're measuring stuff like I don't know. Maybe you could be right. I'm just saying. I notice a lot of timber. Look at that one there. Look at the arch with the timber around it. And is there water coming through there? Look at that.
Yeah,
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying I'm right. I don't know what they're doing.
No. But
putting up more timber.
Yeah, now all this timber is not there anymore. And like I said, I believe that what they find, the coal that they find, it's only all this wood and timber that was left there, and now it's turned to coal because of the pressure and the
right. Well, our buildings today have wooden ceilings and beams and stuff too.
What the fuck is that?
What the hell's that?
that was a
wow
game.
What's the sensor there? Let me get my magnifier on this.
It's like something like a whirlpool.
Crop circle.
No, I think it's water, Jen.
Oh, it's water. Okay.
So what is all of this?
Yeah, that is really strange.
And you can see like this. It's fish house, the fisher house. This is the kind of house that we could build.
Yeah, the regular people, right?
Look at the size of it. These are the castle. These are the mountains. But
and that mountain has a doorway going through it too, just above from the castle.
Terrible water world. Yes, this is terrible waza. This is terrible water world. Like a whirlpool.
Whirl. Okay. Wow.
Right.
Like some kind of water vortex there.
Mm-hmm.
And scroll up a little to the mountain above it there. Keep going. A little bit further up. Look, it's got right there. The river coming through there.
Yes.
All that building, all melted buildings. Dude, that's crazy looking. I wonder if we could find that, if that's even still there. What is that?
Okay, this
the building that has some vortex in it now.
Derwerberg. I will try to find like I don't know what.
What letter is it? F?
Yes, F, and it's like terrible water world. But I'll try to find my.
Go to the city itself, yeah.
Is it this one or this one? Bergwerk Zischau, I guess.
Just take it all. Put it all in there. Both words.
Sometimes it's the show looks like a place. Okay.
Yeah, Mary, I thought it was a crop circle too, but it's in water.
Yes, it's a whirlpool.
Yeah, it's a whirlpool of some sort. We're gonna try to find it.
But yeah, I'm gonna try to find it.
Oh, some red roofs. Look at that.
Yeah, this is probably the foundry of the show. It's the show. Same place. They say this is prisoner camps. Okay. So there's some water. But we got some whirlpool like that right in the river in my region.
Really?
But they have built a dam around it, so nobody can go and access it, and they flooded it. So you can only see the water on the top flowing, but you cannot see the whirlpool anymore.
Wow.
If you go, I searched like the oldest picture. There is this whirlpool, but you can still see some parts of it. But they have built like a dam over all of it now.
So we need to see like this city or this area from above or something.
Yes, because they only
Like
show
satellite view or something.
So if I put this out show like from above, I'll try.
Yeah, from above.
But, oh, I know. Yeah. You know,
This is it.
this is what they gave us. South show as city high up. So maybe we need to have like a Google Earth.
I don't know how close these are to CERN or Switzerland, Mary. They're in Austria.
Really,
Not too
really
far
close.
off.
Really close.
Really close, she's saying.
Yes.
Okay.
No, this is Melbourne. I don't want Melbourne. You know, when you add stuff, it just changes all the searches completely. What city it is? Again, Melbourne. Why would you give me Melbourne? There's nothing from Australia there. You know, it's
All right, Doug. Have a good one. Thanks for dropping in, buddy.
later that. You know, it's really hard to find anything anymore. They just show you what they want you to see. But we need to have like a Google Earth, Jen.
Yeah, that's what we need at Google Earth.
But do I have Google Earth? No, I don't think I have it. Yeah, but we can go it live on the Google Earth now because you don't need the program anymore.
No, you just type in Google Earth and hit it, and it should come up, and then we could put the location in, I guess, or that thing's got to be there. Something's got to be there.
We'll find it. We'll try to find it anyway, but you know, they probably just flooded out this old section of the place when you can't find any more.
They look like some pretty high, jagged things there. Melted
Yes.
building of some sort.
Yeah. It's still loading. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. This section that only one part you can go in.
And what is that? Is it like a fishing net there in the water or something?
Yes.
Okay.
It's probably a good place to fish because the fish just want to go out from there.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
I'm so aware that they started me.
They put you right on top of a melted building.
Right? Where
Yeah. It's India. Oh, no, it's not India. I thought it was India.
But oh, it's like Japan. No, Japan is here.
Is it Japan?
No, Japan is, but it's part of Japan. Japan is right here, but it's like part of the Alaskan thing that we just looked up. Okay, so how is it called again? Is it just Sashao? It's supposed to be, yes, Germany.
Oh, here we go.
Going there.
What?
So this is the city. Okay, the only water close is this. What's left, but yeah, this is interesting.
What's that?
Look at the mountain. It's just go back to this Zishao one. It's could be something like that.
Can we zoom in any more on it?
Yeah, yes.
Let me get my magnifier here. What the hell are we looking at here?
Look at these formation. What is that?
I don't know. Maybe somebody was driving around in there or something with the.
They're making donuts, giant donuts. I don't know. There's not even a road to get there. What is that?
That's weird.
Yes. This whole place is weird. Looks like something been destroyed.
It looks like there's a wall underwater going straight across.
Yeah,
right where the word is. Yeah, see it?
Yeah, I don't know what this is.
It goes straight across. That's weird.
Maybe it's like when they glue all the pictures together. Maybe it's the cross point. I don't know. But this is interesting. This tree line there.
Yep.
But look, there's not more water here. What is that?
What is that? Is it a road? Or is it water? It's water.
Is it water?
It looks like water.
Maybe it's water.
That's weird.
Yeah, this is a road. This is like train tracks. But it should have like a whirlpool or something.
What the hell?
You know, there's only one lake around this Zashao city. And
that's really strange.
This is the only one. Could go, yeah, this is too far away, I guess.
Huh.
Pretty. No, you see, there's nothing left of what they show us in these maps, you know?
Right.
But this is interesting, that it covered the water and this thing here.
Yeah.
Probably this is filled. They probably filled this whirlpool, you know?
You're right, Chipu. It does look like it's been filled.
Yes. But this formation is it's not nowhere to be found.
Wow. That could be it. What's that circle there in the field? It's just a little circle of stuff there. Okay.
Yes, they do that a lot too. If they got like cows and things to, like a pasture for them to go. But you know, we can do.
Okay.
It's just amazing. I spent hours and hours on
On
Google.
Google. I know.
Well, we didn't find it. This thing doesn't exist anymore. Like most of these things on these maps,
Yep.
you know. And this is the Carinthia, the Carniola. I didn't even look at all of them yet, you know. There's so much. It took days to
Oh,
look
let me see this one here.
oh, what's going on there?
What's in there? Huh.
Yeah, another cross section of just so many places again.
Wow. Look, that's got stairs in it. A huge
Yes,
thing here.
stairs in it. Wow. You know, I didn't even look at these ones. Oh, this is sloshed again, castle, and again under.
Look at that.
They have a underground and stairs, arches. It's all a building. This is the remaining parts. But oh, this one looks interesting.
Oh, wow. Shapu.
Oh,
There's a whole fucking town in there. What is that?
like
Dude, these are all melted buildings. This is nuts.
yes,
This is nuts.
this looks interesting. You can see like probably this is the water flowing from this building. Look, they have like this arrow
Yeah.
going into this mountain.
Wow. And then look, you go
Oh.
down, you come through there.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
The water.
Crazy.
Wow.
Remember
There's
that China drawing?
Look
Oh,
at
look.
this.
Oh, look, guys. How many times we tell you that the water's coming straight from the top of the mountain, right? Look at this. Okay? This is like Chiha. Wow.
And look, the waterfall is going into some kind of
Like a
mechanism.
gravity-fed thing. Yeah.
And there's this church inside the mountain.
In the built mountain is the building, guys. Okay? In Williska salt mines, there's a cathedral down there. Look
Yeah.
at that. Does that look like a cathedral inside of a mountain?
Oh my God. Why? But
Wow.
wow, this is,
Incredible.
I know.
Incredible evidence that mountains are buildings.
And again, there's an I-739. And this is so
39. Yep.
cramped up. I can't even see this D. And what letter that I wanted? A, B, C. Okay. And D. And K. K Widen Grota. Okay. They say it's a grow. Saint Cantian and Saint Benedict Monastery, I guess. Does it still exist? Saint Cantian.
Shapu, I'm gonna have to get out of here soon.
Yeah, no, it's been, I don't know. You
But
see?
you know what? I want to cover the maps tomorrow. Squeeze it into the Melted Arizona show. So I definitely want to look at the maps of Italy.
Oh my God, Jim, look at this one.
What is this?
I don't know.
Look at the pipes coming right out of the walls with the water.
Yes, yes. It's a cross section again of a mountain with all these stairs and this ball there. This is what they
Look at
found.
these balls too, right? Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Profilo dell'Aqueduct. They say it's an aqueduct, but this is an aqueduct.
Wow.
Broken, melted aqueduct. But we can see where the what There's so many things, amazing things there, you know. I didn't even look at these ones yet.
What's that one there?
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, this one looks... Oh my God, what is that?
Out under there. What's going on? I love it.
Oh, look at this. What is going
What
on? What is that?
What is that?
Oh my God.
It's a statue inside a melted building
Look at this.
with water and all kinds of stuff.
And this little small sea there. What is that?
Oh my gosh.
Ay, shites.
Is there a date for this one?
Yes.
7:39 again. Okay. Yes, Mary. This is fascinating.
I know. We have to. It's been like how many times hours that we've been on.
Yep. 3 hours and 35 minutes. I told my husband I'd only be on for 2.5 hours.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But now I want to look at the picture above this one before we clicked it. Yeah, that one there too. Oh, this is crazy looking.
Yes, it's a big map. Oh, what is?
Look at that.
What is that?
It's so mountainous, the building. That's why.
Yes.
Look, it's terraced.
Zotrizo. Oh, oh my God. Yes, this is a pretty nice map of the
All these,
region.
you know what it reminds me of too? Remember the maps of Italy where it showed all the hilltops with castles on them?
Yes.
And here we see all the hilltops with castles on them. We know that the castle has all this shit underneath of it.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, we only suppose that they had in these pictures they show us what's under them. You know?
Exactly.
It's wow. It's just
Yeah. Wow. It's like over here off to the lower left. Oh, look at that too. What is that?
this.
Yeah, that's
I don't
weird.
know.
But if you go to the lower left, you see all the hills with the castles on them. Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes. There's even one here.
Thing or whatever castle. Yeah.
Yeah, St. Leo. They have all these names, but if you look up, you cannot find them anymore.
It's because they're melted.
Yes, they're either melted, destroyed.
Melted or destroyed. My chat seems to have stopped. We're still live, right?
Yes, I think so.
Let me check. Somebody say something in the chat to me real quick. Get the chat moving.
Yeah, here. I'll write something. Oh, Carla just wrote something too. Do you see it?
Yeah, I see yours. Okay, I'm looking on my phone. I see it now. It's moving again.
But you see this, Jen? You know, we see all these other dates are written at the same color, but this one is in black.
Oh yeah.
I know. I don't know why.
And it's a little bit later date.
Yes, okay. So I'll keep that for another show.
Okay.
Like you said, like 3 hours already.
Yeah. 3.5 hours. I got to get ready to go, guys. This has been fascinating, and we're going to include the rest of this, hopefully the rest of this presentation, on the backside of our show tomorrow, Melted Arizona, with Crystal Pyramid. She's going to be joining us again as well, and it's probably going to be another 3.5 hour show.
Yes, we got a lot of nice footage that she went and took.
Yeah.
And I've got other places that we didn't even look at the last show, and I found some new ones again. I didn't search for any; they just came to me. Oh, this is in Arizona. I didn't see it. I found something in Alabama that I never found. Do you ever heard of the Elephant Rock in Alabama?
No.
Just show you it's. stumbled upon this.
Mary says this has been an incredible class. Thank you, Jen and Shapu. Just amazing work, you two. It rhymes. I like it.
Thank you. Yeah, oh, I'm not sharing anymore.
Yeah, we'll get back into a screen share real quick.
Okay, just to show you this.
And I want to show the thumbnail too.
Oh, yes.
But we'll go here first. Oh, this is in Alabama?
But they say Alabama Hills, but it's in Nevada. So,
okay, yeah, I didn't think this because I think I heard we're in Nevada.
I just seen it.
It came up in one of my searches. It was confusing. I'm like, why is there an Alabama in Nevada or wherever?
Yeah, Alabama Hills. That's what it's called. But it was pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's all melted.
Yeah. So yes, I'll bring up the
Thank you, Aurora. It's a great content as always. I appreciate that. We both appreciate it very much.
Yeah.
Okay.
The first part was the mic drop. You know, it's.
Oh yeah, dude, you dropped the mic on that hard because it explains everything that we're looking at.
Yes.
Now the thumbnail that you put together for the show tonight was really interesting, and I like the way you did the comparisons and stuff. So we're going to examine this. Now, the one in the center here, the very center with these guys going in and out of these mountains with these tunnels. Look at this. I thought that was pretty cool looking.
Yes, you know, we didn't even see it tonight, you know.
Yeah, we didn't even get to this picture. And look at the castle, the way the castle is running down the side of, you know, the supposed mountain there. We've seen ruins of castles there before, not at this location, whatever this location is, but we've seen sides of mountains that have castles running down the side of it.
Yes.
Yeah, look at the way they're going in and out of the melted building like this.
I know. From one to another, you know,
Yeah.
exactly straight, you know, it too. So we know that these are all linked together, these cities, castles, and mountains. And I think this is a cross section of this place here.
Right.
We can
Right.
see
Those things on top. Yes, that's what it is. Showing the rooms and everything in there.
Yes.
Now go over to the melted building off to the right. And we get that one too. But there you go. Look at the cross section here. This is actually like you're looking at a cross section of one of these buildings we're showing you over here, guys. The building's melted away and you get to see the inside of it.
Yes. Yes. Half of it is gone and you can see what's going on. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And this one.
Yep. That's what we're talking about right here, guys. Look at this.
Stairs. Staircases, you know.
Yeah. Multi-levels of rooms, corridors, walkways.
Yes.
So it's the same. It's
Pretty
the same.
similar. Yes. Pretty similar.
You did really good on that, Chapeau.
Because this is then this one. I wanted to show like the big structures, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thanks again, Chapeau. This was an amazing presentation. My mind is blown. And I know a lot of people here really enjoyed it. And hopefully you guys can share this out. Like I said, we're going to continue the rest of it on the back end of our show tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Me, Chapeau, and Crystal Pyramid are going to go back into Arizona and finish that up. And then we'll be back, I think, the following Sunday. And after that, I'll be leaving for, it might not even be next Sunday. I think I might not even be here next Sunday.
Yeah, so we'll have a break from, so what's next after Arizona? Is it, Arkansas?
Arkansas. Yeah, we're going to go to Arkansas. I like to say Arkansas.
Okay.
It says Arkansas.
Right.
Yeah. And I don't know what's in Arkansas. I haven't looked at Arkansas at all, but we're gonna find lots of amazing stuff everywhere.
Yeah. I don't even know what's in Arkansas, you know. I never.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting when we do Kansas, because Kansas is 400 miles of flat as fuck. There's no curvature, okay? It's just flat.
Yeah.
There's nothing out there. So it's going to be interesting when we do Kansas. We're going to have to probably go underground for Kansas.
Probably, but if it's all flat like this, it's because there was something before, so
that melted out and flattened away.
Yeah. But they did the same thing in like Seattle and other places. They have flattened the mountains. I think they did it in Florida too, because they had like
in Peru, where the Nazca lines are. They flattened top that whole mountain out.
Yeah. Yes.
It's like we got to touch on that one day, the Nazca thing, because I have my own ideas about what's going on there.
After the US, we'll probably do the world. It's gonna be a big undertaking, but
I think the Nazca lines, not the lines themselves, but the drawings, like the bird, the hummingbird, and the spider and the monkey and stuff. I think those are distractions from what's really there. Because when you just block all that out and look at the lines and stuff, it's something completely different.
Yeah, this place is like one of the first places I've looked up. Like,
Mary's asking if you dropped a link to the site we were just on.
Oh, no, not yet. Sorry.
Okay, it's coming up, guys. Thank you. Good eye, Mary, on that.
Thank you.
Because we want you guys to look at this yourselves. Take a good look. Take your time. There's plenty of stuff there. You might even find some of these locations. It would take probably a week's worth of time for one person to go through every location and try to Google Earth it and search it out and stuff. And you're probably going to find stuff in many locations, but in many locations, it's just been wiped.
Yes, because I've found this this week, and the most time I spent looking at it was yesterday night. So I didn't even have like a complete day to look at all of this. So just crazy.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to go out with a song. And like I said, Shapu's PayPal link and his channel link is in the description below. The details for Meltology 101 t-shirts are also in the description below if anybody's interested in that. And we're going to go out with a song tonight. So let me get something ready.
Thank you, everyone in the chat, too, for listening to us, sticking with us. Thank you, Melanie.
Yes, thank you, Melanie. I love you guys. And thank you, DJ. Thank you, everybody out there who's already donate. Listen to me, donut. Support my channel and help me get out to visit Ceiling Fan Man. I love you guys so much. And we are going to go out with ODD tonight. Here we go. Love you guys. Let it not be said that we stood by and did nothing. We are out of here.
Somebody's watching me.
I'm late on my rent. These Jewish banksters have me in debt. I'm always super disappointed when I'm cashing my check. How sad can it get? A money slave trapped in the net. And I can feel these demons breathing down the back of my neck. Every single move I make is logged and tracked. I won't even use my phone, I know they got it tapped. Keep my eyes wide open, gotta watch my back. Never sleep again, I'm an insomniac. Just trying to survive, otherwise suffer defeat. So I'm hustling in the street just to get something to eat. Fuck the police, the government, and fuck the elite. This world is full of evils coming overrun with deceit. So I gotta look over my shoulder constantly. Plus they try to control my mind subconsciously. But I'm a glitch in the system, I'm an anomaly. My middle finger's in the air, I know they're watching me. ODD.
Somebody's watching me.
Squirrels on some secret shit, but lions on the planet. Way out where you can see us live. Squirrels on some secret shit, but lions on the plane. Way out where you can see us live. 5G network, no sneaking out, no sneaking in. Log in and survey yourself and your closest friends. They building on us. Can't wait till we post the content to store our lives on terabytes at Library of Congress. The opposite to progress. Straightforward, cameras on me everywhere, yet they making me pay for it. I'm not feeling it, man. It's past my ability to understand why you won't get out and get it by any means. Smart home shut down by remote from the Philippines. Private home purchase, still a government facility. Cops with the body cam and still murking teens. So we gotta cut the head off the circle with the guillotine.
I always feel like somebody's watching me. Somebody, somebody, somebody.